3 minutes late. I was 3 minutes. Okay, I was a little bit. Okay, it happens. Look at this, y'all. Y'all know I must be late because the ladies, well, I'm going to say, try to usually be there on time. But Keisha?
Oh. I know. I got an issue.
Keisha, you bad as me. Now, you as bad as I am now.
I know. I'm putting that last little video like.
Is everybody all right?
We are.
Are y'all ready for Freddie this evening?
Yes.
We're good. Good. Because, it's on tonight. It's on tonight. Let's talk to the good people in the chat. Everybody in the chat, how you doing? Y'all come on in here. It's time to get this thing in gear.
Yes.
Colette Cadet. How you doing, Colette? I guess it was just me and you, China, and Colette. Uh-oh. It's Dawn Casaza. Dawn Casaza. I don't know what it is about that name, man. It just does it for me. I don't know what it is. Stingray. What's up, Stingray? Kimberly Ortiz. Danita Joe is in the house. Y'all better act like you recognize. Andrea Davis. I see you. Yvette Panay. I think it's Panay. Or Pina. Or Pen A. There it is. Something like that. It's close. There you go. It's close to that. My man Willpower. What's up, champ? Latu Haruna. That last name, I bet none of y'all can pronounce that last name. The last name is The.
Wait, where?
XV, okay? XYV. Now, that's what the last name is. There it is.
Exactly.
Hey, Latu, you're going to have to let us know exactly how to pronounce that.
It's either Zythi.
I said that. Zy.
Or Zythi.
Z. No, it's XY the. There it is. That's how I say it. Britt Bratt, I see you. What's up, Jennifer? Jennifer. Chido. What's up, Chido Mitchell? How y'all doing? How you doing? Joey Tracy. Ophelia. What's up, Ophelia? What's going on? How you feeling? Barbara. That you, Barbara? Barbara. Look here, this Barbara. And I seen my phone number in my man pocket the other day. You remember that song? Barbara, this Shirley. I seen your phone number in my man pocket. There you go. There you go. That's old school. That's old school. That's right. That's right. What's going on, country girl with grit? Keisha Spady. Andrea Davis. Kimberly Ortiz in the building. In the building. What's up? What's up, everybody? Kathy Morgan. Queen Award 1. What's up, Jay Waters? Harriet Botang. Yeah, see, I got that one. PQ. Be still. Say that. Say that. BQ. Kathy Miller. Liberty, liberty, liberty. What's up, Denise Pate? There you go. Y'all can see I don't miss no commercials. Not none. What's going on? What's going on? Cassandra B in the house. Librarian. Yes, yes, yes. Illuminating manuscripts. Tressa. Yes, indeed. I see you bringing it up. Everybody come in the chat. Hit the like. First thing you do. Bing. Just like that. Bing. First thing you do. What's up, Kimberly K? First thing you do. You come in the chat. You bing. Say, hey, we up in here. Then you come in the chat and say, what's up to everybody? You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. Yes, we do. And we got some announcements because yes, indeed, we got sponsorship. We got some people to show love on a continuous basis, and his love will be shown to you. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And it can. First, can we shout out? Can I shout out my girl? Hey, girl. Is that you, Danita? Danita, is that you? That's for you, Danita. Hey, Connie. I don't even know what to say to Connie no more, man. It's like, I'm just feeling like, hey, Connie. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Lord have mercy up in here. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, how y'all doing this evening?
I'm doing amazing. How are you guys?
All right. All right. All right.
Are you echoing?
Who, me?
Are we echoing?
You are Keisha.
That's you, Keith. See, that's how the narcs play with your mind. No, that's you echoing. That ain't me. That's you. That was your microphone. If you keep the microphone together, then you ain't gotta go through all that. That's what I'm talking about. You always, it's always something. Everybody got something. I ain't even did nothing. Ladies, did y'all bring y'all hard hats with you this evening?
Every Friday.
Every Friday, you ready to get in the paint with it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Did you do your stretches and everything? Do your stretches? Excuse me. Good. I thought I turned this.
You okay?
Man. Listen, y'all. In the summertime, you do want to be cool in the summertime. This room right here, and I love it. So please don't change. Please don't change. But I can't stay in here while it's on. The AC is on. This joker don't play. It don't play. You know what I'm saying? I can almost see my breath in here. It's so cold. Yes, indeed.
Oh my God. He said, it is exactly what I was thinking. He said, sound like Jason coming to kiss you to death.
Oh my God.
There you go. Just like that. There you go.
Oh God.
Alrighty. So now that we got that off our chest, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
We got the holiday giggles out.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Who had a holiday Hoover?
Say what?
Who had a holiday Hoover?
Hey, we had a few people that had them. Yeah, we had a few people that had them. Happy Friday. That's right, Cassandra B. Yeah, happy Friday. We did have a few people that had listen. Everybody that truly cut these people off, it's inevitable. How you going to just get away from that? Excuse me.
If you breed,
it's going to happen. Oh, there you go. Kimberly K. Kimberly K said, ended in police interaction.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to tell you what it is. Cool. Crazy. Jennifer, same thing. So yeah, it happens. And guess what? See, for everybody, the one thing that everybody that goes through the Hoover has in common is that these are the people that have said, stop it. No, stop, no, and don't bother me. That's what they said. I don't have anything else to say.
No.
I don't have anything else to say. So that brings us to I know, y'all. Wow. I can pronounce it like that, like I spelled it. How do you lead a narcissist? I can pronounce it, okay?
And don't blame it on public schools, because I went to one.
There you go. So you knew what I was talking about. You knew what I was talking about then. It happens. Call me true. It happens
That's just
all the
putting the
time.
emphasis on it. How do you lead a narcissist?
That's what I just said. That's what I just said. How you lead a narcissist. They're just like that. So that's what we're going to focus on tonight, y'all. How does one position themselves? Okay, so we're gonna start out. We're gonna start out, ladies. I'm gonna let y'all take it over first. Because ladies first. What is the first thing that you do when you're leaving a narcissist?
You
Go ahead.
pray. You pray.
Okay, you pray.
Yeah, because prayer is the only thing, and it's the only way, because this is spiritual warfare. And in order to fight a demon, you're gonna need God. So I
Come
would
on.
say prayer, because
Come
it's
on.
definitely needed.
I have some very serious cases happening right now. Because it's like the holidays, it's a lot of hoovering, people be getting arrested. But on a serious note, the first thing a person has to really, really do is get out of the little land. You have to understand reality, because not understanding reality, clouds your judgment, but it keeps you in a very dangerous situation, because these people are very unpredictable and dangerous and violent. And a lot of times a person can feel like, well, I love them, well, they just get mad and all of this stuff. But these people are not just psychologically insane, they are demonically taken over. Okay, they are not, it is unimaginable the type of thinking that goes on in their head, because it's so demonic and evil that you can't really put your human mind to think like that. Even in the flaws, if a person got compassion or the ability to love, they cannot put their thinking space in the thinking space of these people. Even if they're female, like you can't imagine unaliving your children, or making your children get sick so you can get attention, or letting your children be subjected to someone that defiles children for because you want that attention or validation. These people are that wicked. They will put their children in those positions just for whatever perk they can get, whether it is a babysitter, whether it's some money, whether it's to make somebody else mad. They don't care about the children suffering. That is a different level of evil and wickedness. And when you're a female and a person, it can be female nowadays, or female guy. But however it is, a lot the situations that are happening now that I'm aware of, the law has to be involved, because there are threats on the lives that have been, already kind of played out. Like you're talking antagonizing weapons, driving around like that. Is when somebody antagonizes you, even if y'all in a relationship with children, and they say, come out here, I'm gonna do this, or they got a weapon, and you riding around and they have a weapon, that's not love. It is never love when you feel like your life is being threatened. I don't care how many sorries they have, how much help they go and get, what medication they take. Once they put you in a position to where they made it clear that I have something that can take your life, that is not love,
No.
ever. And that's
Never.
what's happening. So the first thing is coming into reality that they are that monster, number one. Number two, getting some protection, getting the law involved. Someone waited over a decade just to get the law involved, and now it's finally happening. But get the law involved early. You're going to have to do that protection order. Don't worry about, if I go this time, then it's going to really be over. It's really over. You have to really understand that once you find out who they are and they meet in this criteria, it needs to be really over. That's it. No going
Hey,
back.
hey, hey. So look, so we're gonna add a little extra to the
Yeah.
question. We're gonna add a little extra to the question. So, because in a typical normal person, it's pretty easy to get out of that, right? But we're talking about leaving a narcissist. So when you leaving a narcissist, that ain't somebody that's just gonna go along with, just your plan of, hey, babe, you know what, this ain't working out, and we need to just break this up. That's what it is.
Right. It's somebody that's planning on doing damage on their way out. Whether you leave them or they leave you, their goal is to make sure that they inflict as much damage in the end as possible, because they want to hurt you. They want to destroy you because they feel like you slighted them in some sort of way. It could be something that you said or did 3 years ago, 10 years ago. They never let nothing go. They never forget it. They're always out for revenge, always sitting like a predator, waiting for a weakness, waiting for you to be vulnerable for them to harm you. And that's why it's not that easy. And I also wanted to say, too, it's even harder to get protective orders nowadays because a lot of people have lied to get them. And so now they are being very particular about it, and real victims are going in there getting denied a protective order because of that.
Wow. Thank you for bringing that up, because I witnessed that myself. And I told y'all this story a few times about one day I sat in the courtroom and waited. I waited till I didn't sit there all day, but I waited like the last hour. I went in there around 3:30 because I wanted to ask the judge, like, ma'am, because I had just went to, when you asking to see your file, you go to the office and I want to see my file. And they got to bring your file out on a cart, a rolling cart. Everybody else get a little folder. When they gotta bring your file out on a cart, yeah. So I said, Your Honor, I just went, I was just in the room looking at my file. You don't let this female come in here more than 278 times.
Wow.
Not you particularly. But you signed off. The magistrate signed off on it, and then it goes before the judge. So I said, Your Honor, how is anybody able to do this much? Don't even show up 99% of the time, but still can come back in here tonight and get another order, and y'all be like, the sheriff got my phone number in his cell phone. What? Yeah, man, she done filed again. So yeah, just let me know when you want to meet up. We'll meet up sometime this weekend. Look, we on a first name basis, and I'm saying, y'all, that's embarrassing. Number one, it's crazy inconvenient. That's all. That's the only reason it's being done. But it's being done because it can be. And the judge just told me, she was like, well, unfortunately, we have to take, if someone is in the home and they say that they're afraid, we have to bring you out of court. But I said, well, but what if the person doesn't show up? What if the person doesn't argue whatever case they have? They have to show nothing and prove nothing. You got to leave your home for 3 days and hope it ain't a holiday. Would it go closed?
It's really like that. It's hard.
And you got to figure it out until we get back to court. And then you the only one sitting in the courthouse, and the judge don't even talk to you. He wait for both of y'all to come up there. He only see one of y'all up there, and then he say dismissed.
But you know what? It has changed now because people can even have court on a Saturday and a Sunday. Because the guy that went to jail that did that stuff to me, I think he saw a judge on a Saturday. So, I mean, they are making it very convenient where you don't have to sit in jail. But yeah.
And it's the system. Narcissists know the system. Like when I say this is demonic, there are so many demonic entanglement and ties, and it's a systematic thing. So when you're in the web, you're already at a disadvantage because their systems work. Their demons talk to each other, and they know how to work that system. They know how to go there,
Yes. Yes,
put
Lord.
on a complete show to
Good
where
God.
you will actually be in
Good
court
God.
thinking like, maybe they are changed. Maybe I am being pretty harsh.
No, no, no.
And then as soon as
Wait a
Look.
minute. Are
Hold
you
up,
that,
hold
really
up, hold
saying
up.
that?
So
Because
look,
that
I'm
wasn't my
saying this was
case.
way before. This is like early on when you still in
listen,
Delulu. The
listen.
last time I was like, this man is delusional and
Hey,
don't
hey,
even
hey, Keith,
realize it.
Keith. One time, the last time in court, last time in court, they, you know, when they call both people up, both parties, y'all got to introduce yourself. When we introduced ourselves, I'm telling y'all, man, it was like a Hollywood cast was right there. The director was right there, and as soon as she said her name on cue, 3, 2, instant tears,
Yep.
instant, and it was so obvious. It was so obvious that the judge, she looked at the court clerk. They looked at each other. The court clerk was laughing like Keisha is right now. Court clerk was like, "Oh my God, look at her." They looked at they and the judge said, ma'am, we want to hear your story first, okay?"
Right.
It's kind of sad.
Everybody in the court was like, "Whoa." Like, dude, you sitting here, just put a story together. Let me get in here with these tears because this system is going to work for me today. And no. And fortunately, it never does all the way. Now they do give them some breaks though. They do give them some crazy breaks, man. But fortunately,
And these people are very relentless. Like they go through any lengths necessary. I had people trying to make false appointments and calling the boards and launching investigations. Like all of this stuff is ongoing. Like this is a ongoing spiritual battle because
yeah,
people be master warlocks and high level witches and sorcerers, and they portray it with a nice word as narcissism, but no, they
right,
are of
right.
Satan sent out for your
There you
demise,
go.
the
But
destruction
you
of
know
you.
what? When you were
Bloodline.
talking about a minute ago, how I'm glad you brought that up. I meant to say that right here in my area, right? Well, not in my neighborhood, but maybe about 15 miles from me. It was a couple on the news. Today's Friday. I think this was on Wednesday, either Tuesday or Wednesday. And young couple had 2 children, and they got into a domestic, and I think she called the police on them, and they locked him up. The girl's mother was on the news crying, saying he said he promised me he would never do anything like that to her again. And as soon as they let him out of jail, he went and unalived her.
I think I seen that. Was it like 4 days later?
Mhm.
And they did a press conference and a biological mind.
Right.
That was the issue there. That's how the daughter got with the narcissist, the biological mind, because the adoptive family cried more than the biological mind. But when they start the conversation, like he said or he told me, automatically destruction, because you're dealing with a pathological liar. That means that the lying that they do is so diseased oriented in the brain that the brain can't even catch that it's a lie. The brain reacts in the same way as if they're telling the truth. That's why when Jesus was like, when they speak their native tongue, because their father is of the devil, and his
There you
native
go.
language is a lie.
There you
Just
go.
like a narcissist, the brain does not register. That's how they can pass a lie detector test, because their lying is so pathological,
Yeah, because
and
they really believe it. They
they believe
really believe it.
it
Yep.
supernaturally is generated out of their brain to where it's a truth to them. Like they are in
It
a
really is though.
reality. Yes.
It
I
really
mean,
is reality to them.
And it goes
Yes.
back to what I said. Nothing has changed. Every way every relationship they got into, they got in it the same way. They told the same lies, maybe tweaked it a
Mhm.
little bit,
Come on.
and it
Come
all
on.
ended the same. So of course this is the truth to them. It's basically like them having a premonition all over again. Every new
Yeah.
person is a premonition, and
Mm-hmm.
it's repetitive. They're repeating the same relationship with a different body, same lies,
That's it.
tweaking it, and just bouncing from person to person because there's a void that needs to be filled that they cannot feel. And that's either it's God and loving themselves, but they can't love themselves. They don't know how. They wasn't taught how to love. They don't know how to receive love. So they chase after new, fun, exciting. And then when they get bored, they're on to the next.
And some of them are not even
Boy,
in their bodies. I know people might have a hard time grasping how that works when the person is no longer in their bodies, but they make contracts with the devil all the time, selling their soul. That's a real thing people can do, and they can sell their soul for anything. My ex sold his
yeah.
soul, I guess, to survive prison. Some of them sell their soul for a promotion, sell their soul to get this spouse, but they have some interaction, whether in a dream or reality or however they do it, and some entity that say they the devil approach them like, hey, if you do this, give me your soul, I'm gonna let you do this. And they say yes. And it sounds crazy because that's something that we probably would not do. Like,
Hey,
okay, you devil, I'm cool on you. I'm gonna keep my soul, please. Not them.
but you know
It's not
what? You know
them.
what? Isn't that what the Bible says? That the
Yeah,
truth will be crazier than fiction?
yeah. People
That's
rather believe a
that's the
lie.
world we live in right now, where the truth is crazier than fiction. When you look at social media every day, do y'all understand the new? Listen, y'all. I listen to DL Hughley radio show sometimes on the way home from work. They are talking about they're putting podcasters on, they not just
Okay.
him, but not just him, but they use snippets of different podcasts talk about the topic of the day. And he's not the only. There's a few different shows that I listen to on the radio. Well, two different ones on the radio that I listen to, but excuse me, they use those talking points on the radio now because that's what everybody's into. Y'all notice y'all don't really see any movies coming out anymore
Yeah.
because the truth is way crazier than whatever they putting on the
This stuff
screen.
is ending. I mean, it's just this is it. We are at the end of this. They talking about shortening time. They trying to say the spinning stuff that we all know that ain't happening. They're shortening time. The gist of it is they want to have a negative second. They want to do that with some type of daylight savings because the days are shorter. They say climate control, but they doing a bunch of stuff.
They're
This is
they're
it.
manipulating. They're only
They
manipulating
manipulating.
because
And
they don't have a science. First of all, they don't have a science, nor do they have a mathematics that even calculates time correctly. Number one. So everything that we're watching, everything that's going on, is all manipulation. But
Yeah.
we
manipulation.
get back to this topic for the day. I'm gonna put my 2 cents in and say, and say the first thing that you have to do, and it's something that I think every client that I talk to that has not left the narc alone. The first thing that you have to do, and I like both of y'all points because y'all made excellent points. Because because they were both true. You better talk to God. You better,
Yeah, yeah,
you better
absolutely.
get it right, and you
Because
better
that devil
prepare
is the Terminator in the end.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Because you ain't getting through none of this without God. Number one, the first thing that I tell everybody is you got to make a decision. Now that seems logical, and everybody says the same thing. I already made a decision. Nah, you didn't make a decision, because if you made a decision, we wouldn't be having this conversation. You thinking about a decision. You ain't made a decision yet. There's a difference between making a decision and pondering on a decision.
For sure.
A decision is let me not say that like this because that makes it harder. A decision can be very difficult to make, because when you make a decision, it means that now you're going to enforce something. Something is going to happen now when you made a decision. See, when we talk about, well, yeah, I already made a decision. You know, we still living with the person, we still talking to the person, we still dealing with the person. And when you make a decision, you're making a decision with somebody who you don't agree with. Okay. And a lot of times people have trying to make a decision based on the reaction of this other person that's going to have a negative reaction. They're not going to agree with this breakup the way you want them to agree with it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So when it's time for you to leave or them to leave, first thing you got to do is you got to make a decision. So what does a decision look like? Decision look like, I ain't got nothing to say to you no more. That's what a decision looks like. I ain't got nothing to say to you no more. I need you out of here on such and such and such. And I don't got nothing else to say to you. And that's it. And if you still here, then this is what's going to happen. A decision is enforcement. It's not no sit down. We're going to be, understanding and amicable and all. That's not a decision. And that's one of the things that keeps this thing dragging out. And you like, well, they won't leave and they won't leave me alone. And they want this and they want that. That's why they're not going to, because you have not made a decision. When you make a decision is not a conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a conversation. When a company, and some people are saying this right now, when a company getting ready to lay you off, the decision has already been made.
Yeah.
The decision has been made. The only thing you're going to get is notification that you don't work here no more. And you're going to get that notification usually through your access being taken from the facility that y'all work at. It's going to be, you're going to lose your access to the laptop or the computer that you're using. You're going to lose access. That's how companies make decisions. They're not going to sit there and negotiate because you crying and you going through, man, please, I need this job. Oh my God. They don't, okay, yeah, you need everybody need their job, but you don't have this job no more. We've made a decision. And guys, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's right. That's right, Latasha. A decision is not a conversation. It's not a negotiation. That's you getting the job. You negotiate when you're getting the job. When it's over, that's not a conversation anymore.
Let me push back on something that you said. I disagree.
Go ahead,
You know it. I disagree when you say that they should tell that person that I want you out by X amount of time. You have to understand you're still living with the enemy and you're giving them time to plot and to watch your movements. And
now, I agree with you to a degree. I agree with that to a degree because, yeah, when you say I need you out on Tuesday, they got till Tuesday to act a fool. Right. I agree with you on that. So, because usually with me, when you're ready to have so again, thanks for correcting me, China. I'm gonna accept what you said and say that you're right.
I got you.
You're right. You're right. Because the conversation shouldn't have been, okay, by Tuesday, you got to go. No. I need you and the stuff that I already done put at the door. I need y'all out of here. And if you don't get out now, I'm going to call somebody coming over here that's going to force you to leave and they're going to do something physical to you. Whatever you got to say. But this the last thing I'm gonna say to you is be out of here in the next 10 minutes. And right now you're getting 9 minutes and 37 seconds. I need you out of here. It's nothing to talk about. It ain't nothing to talk about. It got to
The
be
post
clear and
That's
concise.
COVID narcs.
so
You got
when
post COVID narcs. Okay.
you can threaten anything you want, but you forget they put us in isolation. So we
Yeah.
don't have nobody that's gonna come over and force them out. And people always say, they won't leave. They won't. Heck no,
They
they're
won't
not
leave.
gonna
Ain't
leave
that
as
what they
long as
say?
you want them
Ain't
Yeah.
to.
that what they say? They not
I'm
gonna
gonna tell you how to do it.
Hello,
I'm gonna tell you how to do it. Okay.
officer. I got somebody in my house acting a fool. They got a gun. They whatever. Y'all need to come
That's
get this
what you
fool.
gotta do with the
Y'all need
post
to come get
COVID
this
narcs,
fool.
okay? Because you know a virus didn't happen. They didn't had a changeover. So they did some shaking and some stuff didn't happen. It's a little different. So post COVID narcs, you gotta all right, you going through this. You flipping out, they doing all this stuff, they shape shifting. So now you like, okay, my life is in danger for real. I gotta get out of this person's nut. You have to go with the papers and the police. And then when you go to the house with the papers and the police, that's when you say, hey, this is over. You got to get your stuff here. They're here to help you escort out, get all the little things. They're going to make sure they're not taking your things because they will want to take your things and all these other things that's not their things. The police have to be there. They're going to make sure you get your car keys. They might get one of the cars, but they won't be able to take both. You gotta use wisdom when
That's
dealing
temporary
with
though.
the
Hey, Keish,
post-COVID narcs because they
Keish,
ain't gonna
that's
act up.
temporary. Keish, doing it that way, that's only gonna get you till we get to court next week.
But you know what?
Then the narc right back in the house.
You
They
gotta
not
have
gonna
An
you gotta be
eviction to happen.
done first of all. You gotta
They're
be
not
done.
gonna give you keys and stuff. They always, oh, that's a civil matter. You have to go to court for
That's
that.
what
The
exactly.
police
That's my
does
point.
Y'all
absolutely
states are like,
nothing. They will not give you anything. So I disagree with that part about giving you the
No,
keys.
you right.
we
You
ain't got
right.
our
Because
keys.
you're
They
not.
are
That was a lot of
worthless.
phone calls because the police already was very familiar with them, but it was that might be the case too. I don't know because it was just a lot of different stuff. He was flipping out at schools, flipping out at the house. So many people called the police. He was just really in the system. But yeah, it can get crazy. I know Ohio laws, but it is very dangerous. It's a very dangerous move when you're trying to really disengage, especially if they don't have nothing to lose. If they was like
And when
completely
do they ever have anything to lose, Keith?
And that's
I
and
know,
that's
right?
why it's always best that you
Hey
plan
Keith,
to leave.
ain't this a crazy conversation though, y'all? Because it's like you gotta like hold up. You know what? You right. Because we talk about narcs. They oh wow. It's like you're trying to have a conversation with somebody that's normal and rational, but that's not that's not dealing with a narc. You dealing with somebody that's not rational.
And
Not at
that's
all.
why you plan to leave because
Yeah.
they're not gonna leave for one. And you guys know me. I'm good for disappearing. I'm not about to stay where somebody I just broke up with know where I live. I'm moving.
Right.
So it's best that I leave because people stalk people and I can't go
Yes.
through that anymore.
Man.
It's
You
horrible.
almost got to be put in a witness protection program. Get away from these people. I'm telling you, they insane. Soon as this protection order up, I'm relocating somewhere. I don't know where I'm going. Some state. Like,
I mean, you got to
Man.
get rid of that access. And that's the
And you know
important
what?
part.
Let's throw another curveball in there. Like Kimberly K said, she said that I had a very wealthy covert narc that can afford to manipulate the system very well. So yeah, if you meet somebody, if you're dealing with somebody and they happen to have a whole lot of money and they use it for wicked purposes, then it's very likely you're gonna have to be the one that roll out. Because when they can pay crooked police officers or whatever at the courthouse, you can get it. You can get your attorney. Your attorney know the judge. Yeah, he'll let them know you can slip him something. Yeah, I said it.
That's a very dangerous person.
Yeah,
And that's
and
very
it's not
scary
even
and hard.
it's not
Very,
even about
very.
the wealth. It's about whoever can afford an attorney. Because in my case, I had to represent myself. And, by me going to law school for 3 years, I kind of knew how to navigate. And that's why I was able to come out. I mean, I literally was beating that attorney. And then, like I told you guys, all the lies he was doing on the court papers and everything, that I
Mhm.
ended up making him lose his license. So he will no longer practice law in the state of Illinois or Iowa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. We can't stand you right now. Good gracious.
I know.
Yeah, man. But when somebody is trying, think about it. And then a lot of times you have narcs that will move in with you, and you trying to get that person out your place. That's almost gonna take an act of Congress in that camp, man.
Yeah,
What
I
you
saw
say?
like this video. Is this guy I watched, and he did not lie. He said when you move a person into your home, that person will not leave, and if you try to make them leave, they start breaking stuff they didn't pay for, and
Come on,
that's the
come on, come
absolute
on.
truth.
They gonna bust your TV. They gonna
Yeah.
try to bust the toilet, the mirror in the bathroom. Ask me how I know.
They're gonna
They
write
gonna they
letters,
gonna
try to get you put out,
vandalize.
all kind of stuff.
They gonna
It's just like
vandalize.
no glove. Like they really take the gloves off when they trying to destroy your life. They don't care if
Yeah,
your children are there. They get utilities cut off. Whatever they can
Yeah,
do to make
that's
it
right.
hard for you, that's what they're going to do. And they'll do the
There it is.
utilities. They'll try to do it like on a weekend or a Sunday when they know that you'll at least be about 2 days without utilities. Like they do, they're so vindictive that
Good.
we really have to understand that there
Yeah,
is no love in them.
and and,
Anytime that
and
they
Keith,
try to
hold
show it, it was
hold
manipulation.
up, hold up. Not just that, but for some of us who try to give them responsibility in the home and let them put a utility or two in their name,
Yeah.
you might not have power for a while, ladies and gentlemen, or
and the
water,
sad
They'll
and
put
the
a
sad
or
password
part
on
about
gas.
it.
it, it's just in their name, and they not even paying the bill, and they swear they're doing the world for you.
And
If
you know what?
anything,
And guess what? When that bill is in their name, they can block you from accessing that bill. They can say, I don't want this
yep,
person to have any access to this bill, and
Happened.
you better not talk to them. And you can't go in there and pay the bill yourself.
no,
You can't even when they do that, you can't even have it put on in your name. It has to go through a whole process. Because this dude
It
put a
has to be processed.
passcode on it and everything when he disconnected it. I was
Yeah.
like, I have a protection, I have court papers. I need to have utilities on at this location. Well, there's a password. Well, take the password out. I mean, it's so crazy what happens when you are going through the chaos nature of this person.
Good
It take you
God,
out of
man.
character with agencies,
Oh my God,
character
man. Y'all done
with
open up some
law
wounds in here tonight, man. Good
enforcement,
God.
right? You can sit here like you going
Woo.
out, and you're not the type of person that literally would do that. But it's like it's so much insanity because they are chaos. There's only two real like
Chaos, man.
energy forces you can have. You either gonna have one with love and peace or chaos and fear. They ride with chaos and fear. They whole life,
That's it.
any interaction, they bring in chaos and fear. That's it.
that's
Every
because
interaction.
they
Yeah.
they in childhood was hurt, or even if it was a girl that broke up with them and hurt them, they decided that this is who they're going to be, and that this is how they protect themselves. And that's why every time you try to give them some constructive criticism, or you come at them for what they did
Don't
to
do it.
you, they
Don't do it.
always reflect it back onto you. They
Mhm.
do not want to be blamed, because that's what happened to them in childhood. They felt like they were being attacked, that they were being blamed for everything. Everything that they do, they learn from their caregivers, and what their caregivers did to them, they're now doing to us.
And by the time you get
Mm.
a couple generations, because see, I didn't breed it, so I could tell. I'm doing studies. I got some little ones. So this 4-year-old that came from him already it's a seed in there that has to come out. Like already the anger, the rage, and it's like if he trip over a leg, or you make me trip, it's like they automatically start projecting. So there is some components of the, when they used to say nature versus nurturing, some components in the upbringing, but there's some DNA stuff in that stuff too that also contributes to the way that they are, contributes to their, I'm gonna say, tendency to make that deal with the devil. You know, the granddad, I guess his dad was, you know, addict out or something, and whatever he did made deals with the devil. So generationally, some things get handed down, some iniquity and wickedness that's in that tree that make them more susceptible to be like that Jezebel or that devil or the Baal or whatever legion is in charge, the life and whichever one. But when you're sitting there and you're trying to negotiate, you have to really think to yourself, can I really negotiate with the devil or Jezebel? Is Jezebel finna sit here and really like make some type of parental agreement with the custody of the kids that's fair? Is she really about to do that? Jezebel? No. Remember,
you know what? And you know what,
Lorena Bobby? Remember her name? Lorena, every guy should know who Lorena Bobby is or whatever. Remember that situation?
Don't talk about her on the show. I don't want to hear her name.
Every guy can know about her. That's Jezebel. Yes, that's what you're dealing with. If you try to make a parent agreement, she's trying to figure out how she can reenact that. You got to realize how female narcs are. They are no joke. I really feel for the men because children be involved, and it's a love there for the children. But that, the females.
I didn't know that she was I didn't know that she was the crazy one in that situation. I thought that she was like, hey man, this fool been just taking it for the last however long. You know what I'm saying? Like he just come home like Fred Flintstone and just buzz her in the head. Say, all right, that's foreplay. Let's get on.
Sometimes
she said, all right, you won't go ahead and then go to sleep. I got something for you. Ooh, but you know what? I mean, at the end of the day, for real,
you don't want to cut somebody's stuff off. You want to get, rational thinking. Okay, in the heat of the moment, if it's your life or theirs, you got to defend yourself. But that's not a thought that come to you. Like, I'm about to cash it.
No, you're right.
You got to have something internally to think like that and think that that'll be okay.
Ladies, I stand corrected again this evening. Like, y'all see the ladies correcting me in here tonight? You're right. Because a rational person ain't about to do nothing like that.
I can bring myself to it.
Right. Because I'll be like, they're going to bleed out when they die.
That's something that I learned the hard way. That no matter what they do to you, it ain't in you.
It's not.
To just do the same, something that cruddy to them. It just ain't in you. No. I'm going to tell y'all, man. I hope y'all don't call me too much of a softie on this one. But I remember, no judgment zone. No judgment zone. But I can remember, man, the most painful thing I've ever experienced, I think, in narcissism was the first time, and I'm saying the first time, because it wasn't just one, the first time that the narc didn't come home one night. Good God. Ooh, boy, I said it. I said it. Don't judge me. It is what it is. I was hurt. I was hurt, but I was hurt because I couldn't believe. Guys, I know this might sound crazy. I could not fathom that you could go out and be with somebody and not even come home the next day. I could not fathom how somebody could do that. I know that this go against the rules, and like they say in love and war, anything goes, but all is fair in love and war. But I could not fathom it just, for the life of me, I could not understand what could make you. Because at first I thought, well, wow, what if the loving was that good? But it's not, because that was just an excuse that we give. Like, nah, you ain't doing like that with somebody for no whole day, not no 24-hour period. No, I could not place it. I could not get it in my mind to a place where I could understand that somebody could do this and be married to you. I could not make myself understand that. And that is part of that's part of the trauma that we deal with, because when you go through something that traumatic, you want to answer.
Yeah.
And the narc knows you need an answer at that point. You're like, whoa. In order for me to think straight for the next 10 days, I'm going to need an answer to some things that you're not going to get. You're not going to get an answer.
See, and you couldn't fathom that because you was projecting onto her who you were, your values, and her whole value system was different. And we tend to look at these people and place our own values on them, and that's not who we are. And that's what we don't get when they're saying you're trying to change me. We are trying to change them from who they are and who they're comfortable with being. And that's where they have that problem. And that's when you guys need to learn to let that situation go. Because if a person refused to change, they're refusing to grow. Because in order for them to grow, they have to change. And that's why I keep telling y'all, they don't go change for somebody else. Because when they left, there was no growth. If there was growth, they would have grew with you, not in somebody else.
Come on. There you go. But I'm gonna take it a step further in this one. Because, like I said, I couldn't fathom just, what would make somebody do that. I really could not understand how that worked. And it put me in a frame of mind that even at the end, which was years later, man, oh man, this is gonna sound a little soft, so y'all gonna have to give me a pass on this one, lady. Y'all gonna give me a pass on this.
We listen, but don't judge.
My mouth don't even want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Man, even at the end, I couldn't do the same thing to her. And I'm saying this, even when it came to cheating, I could indulge in that. At the end, I did. I was like, okay, you've been doing this, no problem. But I couldn't put myself in a place where I would spend the whole night away. And I don't know why. I do not understand why I was like, okay, I could do this part of it, but I just and I'm thinking that because it was so traumatic. I'm thinking because it was so traumatic when it happened. I was totally, completely, I was baffled. I was in the twilight zone. Wow. I remember being at work. I was at work and I was like, okay, I'm in here, but I don't know how these people gonna get their mail today because this gonna be whatever.
See, and that's it too, and that's why it's not worth cheating back, because at the end of the day, it's not gonna make you feel any better, and you're still gonna want answers. That doesn't solve the problem of what that person exactly. So it's pointless.
That's because you haven't came to the reality you're dealing with the devil. Once you come to that reality, that the devil is involved, okay? He's involved.
But you know
that's what you can realize.
But get this though. The thing, look at it this way. Because see, everybody who's in that entanglement with that person, they're not there just because they cannot, just get over this person. Basically, like they glued to the person. I can't leave the person alone. They're there because of unanswered questions.
Yep.
That are going to bring on a lot of self-doubt, a lot of insecurity. And what was it about this other person that made you choose them after you told me not only did you tell me you love me, I believed you when you said that lie. Huh?
And that's it. That's the main thing. And I find that, like, even when I talk to people, patients where I'm like, Please do not be in it. I show them the brain. We go through all of this. Everything never gonna change. Then they get in a situation, get back with them. It's worse. But one thing that they fail to do, and it's the root of most mental illness, is they keep believing lies. They don't want to stop believing lies, and that goes into pride and self-idolatry. You can't really disconnect that from constantly listening to a lying spirit, because that's a very
Right.
powerful entity, and it's constant. The whole
Woo.
identity was a lie. And when you sit down with yourself, and I had to sit down with myself, and I had to really get it, and it took about a year and a half, almost 2 years, and somebody kept asking. And my brother, he asked me one question. He was like, "You keep meeting people, these guys, these pastors that you are married, and then you say they have a religious spirit. What do that say about you?" I had to really sit down and say, "Dang, that must mean I got a religious spirit." I had to really understand that my whole identity with my religion and the way that I would, be in a relationship, break up, get into church, do this, go with God, all this stuff, go hard, then back in a relationship, then get married, maybe, or fiance, break up, and the cycle kept going. I was in a religious cycle. It was like it was a knowing of God, wanting Him, thinking that the things that I was doing that was wrong, I could still be with Him, but I had no clue of the core essence of who He was, and that was love. Because I grew up in a Jezebelic family, everything was performance based. You go to church, you go to Bible study, you go to prayer night, everything is performance, and then you look good. Everything has to be a certain way. They fat shame, they beauty shame, all of this stuff. You got to have a person with you at the barbecues and things, or you are defective. So it's like all of this stuff built into my identity was a whole lie. So I had to dismantle all of that, just get with God, and then
Mm-hmm.
figure out who the
Mm-hmm.
heck I was. And everybody have to go through that coming out of narcissism, because the character that you was in that relationship or that marriage, that wasn't even a real you. That
No.
was a performance based you. That was a character in there in somebody's script, whether it was a parent script, a auntie, grandma script, or a relationship script, somebody's script. But you have to get away from all of that, and you have to get your authenticity back and find out who the heck you are, and then quit
Yes,
lying to
indeed.
yourself and quit
That's
people
why
pleasing.
these people try to catch you before you heal, or if they come back and you have healed, they say you changed, because they can't figure out
Ooh.
the new you. They want the old version of you because they
There you
cannot
go.
manipulate the new you.
There you
And
go.
that's why it's important for you guys to heal from this situation, and I mean fully heal, because when these people come back, they have new lives, they have new tactics.
Oh
They've
yeah.
been sitting back
Oh
watching,
yeah.
figuring you out. And if you giving them a show on Facebook, they watching your page. Just because you don't see them watching doesn't mean that they're watching. They're watching all the time,
Oh, they
because they're
I'm
watching
calculating a
everything.
way to
They
get
see
back
all
in
your
and to
stories.
destroy what you have fixed, what you have done,
There you
because
go.
they need that old version of you back in order to get in.
one of the answers, the teenage kids, they trying to get the kids to plan a cruise for us. I'm like, what? Like, this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. In their time loop, demonic mentality, they still stuck in a time where you cared about them. I mean, you could have been married 2 or 3 times since them. They don't care. In their mind, they still feel like you are the same stuck on stupid with them that you was years and decades ago, and they gonna try to weasel back in, especially if you breed it through the children. How the children send messages like, well, I don't think my dad was that bad, and you just don't like my dad, or all of this stuff. You can't fall for none of it. You have to understand that we are living at the end of this age right now. The devil is
The
busy.
rap.
He mad. The narcs, those his kids. He got them all dispatched in a home near you. And you have to be careful, because they are relentless and they are not playing. They got venom. And it's just poison. Every from the time of hello, when they speak, especially if they got the halitosis going on, which ain't a real thing, it's a demonic breath,
Oh
especially if
my
they got
God.
that going on, they are trying to destroy you. Period. You won't
That was
survive.
that was the mission from the beginning. I mean,
Don't
when
have
you
the car windows rolled up. You gonna pass out.
say
He
don't
trying
do
to
it,
get you
don't
carbon
do it.
monoxide poisoning.
Don't do it. But
You have to
again,
roll down the
man,
window.
listen, they when it is very, very difficult for a good person. Number one, especially when you're a good-hearted person, you're a good person, and you just want order. They know you want order in your house. They know you want peace in your house. They know that you want respect in your house. That's everybody. They
Yeah.
know what you want, and they also know what they're not going to allow in your
Right.
presence. Then, like, no, if I allowed
Yeah,
peace, happiness, joy, you'd be walking around here happy. And
yeah.
that's not what the narc is with you for.
No.
And
They're
they'll
just
do things like say we talking like this, everybody laughing. They'll probably, if it's a narc on there, put the headphones down, make a call. And then you getting back here laughing, that's police at the door. And yeah, we got a call that somebody is emotionally unstable. They in a crisis.
Man,
Like that's what they do. And
not
yo,
not listen,
I
listen,
right.
listen. We'll call the police and
Call
say,
the police.
hey, approach with caution. They're not taking their meds.
uh-huh.
Yes.
I mean,
I got the
now
call.
that
He was looking
that
dead at
didn't
me like,
happen
yeah, I need to
specifically
make a
to
call. My
me.
wife was emotionally unstable. I'm coming
But
there with, I didn't even see him. I'm coming there with the kids from like the family stuff, got upset that I spent time, with the family or helping out we like to help out some kids. My brother was doing a foundation thing. So because he got mad at that, I'm coming in, just bringing stuff in. I'm looking at him make the phone call. I'm like, this got to be a prank. But I see some numbers, so I'm like, I need to make my call. Like, hey, if you getting a phone call, I'm emotionally unstable. I need to stay on the phone and be as calm as possible until these officers arrive to show that this is a false call. But this is the chaos that they create. And these are testimonials so that people don't take lightly some of the shenanigans that they pull because
yeah,
they're not cute. They're not something like, oh, they just like me. They're just jealous. They just want me always around them. No, these are demonic vessels that are planning your demise.
there you
Anybody
go.
that has no problem unaliving you or you not existing, they hate your guts. There's no love
Despise
inside
you.
them for you because a person you love, you do not want to see them hurt or
Right.
in the hospital
Back that
or
up.
definitely
Back that
not
up
alive.
again, Keys. Back that up one more time, please. Back that up. Say that
That's
again.
not love. A person that love you, they don't want to see you hurt or in a hospital or unalived or in jail. They don't want to see that. They would do. I've loved many people I love, even
Man,
relatives. I would
man,
do whatever to get them out of jail so they're not spending the night in jail.
come on,
Like, no,
come on,
coming up with my money, we doing this. Not a narcissist. Not a
come
narcissist.
on,
They
come
want you
on.
in jail.
They
They want to put
listen.
false charges on you.
Not only do they want to see you get hurt, they will do anything they can to hurt you. I
Yes.
want y'all to hear what we saying when somebody is around you. That is the definition of a devil.
Yeah.
Somebody who can easily do things to bring you harm. Somebody that could do things that would end your life. You
And
around somebody
God
like
better
that?
not.
If you around somebody like that, then understand you around a devil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because good people don't operate in that energy.
No.
We don't operate under that authority.
No.
Okay. It's too much guilt. It's too much. We're not going to change our lives. We're
Right.
not going to change our lives just to do something to you, regardless of what you did to
Right.
us. No, I ain't gonna do that to you.
And they
Because
hate
I
it.
know that karma gonna give you that back.
And they hate it when they try to destroy you and they can't. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why they antagonize you, because now the goal is to try to get you to unalive yourself. That's why
Right.
they never leave you alone. A lot of people be like, why they just won't leave you alone? Because you're still breathing and they don't like that. and they tried to end your life on their way out, and it didn't work. And that's exactly what happened to me when that man destroyed my finances. He did not care if me and my children live or pass away. He didn't look back to help or anything. These people do not care about no one but themselves and their goals and what they want out of life. That's all that they care about. And they'll step on anybody to get it. If they got to unalive you to get it, they will.
Anybody. And that brings us to that other point, you know, and I want y'all to even see that when they get to that place where you catch and find out that they cheating on you, I want you to understand something. I want you to understand that that's a part of their ritual.
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's a part of the ritual to tear the inside of you out of you. Yes. They want you filled with so much pain. They want you to be filled with so much anxiety. They want you to be filled with so much anxiety that at this point, now you can't even fathom life without this person unless they give you some answers as to why did you do that to me? What made you go out here and chase after this ugly thing over here? Because it ain't like they ran out there and grabbed some movie star, some famous person, somebody to really be with like that. That ain't what happened. They're gonna try to tell everybody, oh nah, this over here is such a great, but that's a lie. That's a lie.
Yeah.
You want to know, and they know it. They know that your soul cannot rest until you get some answers.
Yep.
But what we don't know and we don't recognize is every answer you gonna get gonna come from you.
Because you know, anybody who cheats on someone knows that it's gonna hurt that person. And when that person does it, that was their intention because they knew it was gonna hurt you. And that's the purpose, is to hurt you and to tear you down and to get you to question yourself. And it's not about the sex to them. They know it's about it for you. You're gonna wonder what type of positions they were in with this person. What did they do to this person, and what did that person do to them? It don't matter to them. They just know that it's gonna eat you alive.
That's
and they
it.
get a sadistic thrill out of doing that.
Hold up. I want to make a quick point before I lose it because I will forget. When it comes to the intimacy, y'all, they want you, they know that in your mind, they doing the best job they ever did in their life to this other person. In your mind. Now, the reality is it was over in about 4 minutes. And that's one of their best sessions. It was over quick. And they trust and believe it wasn't nothing you thought it was.
With or without medication.
Because they are very, very selfish. But in your mind, you thinking, whoa, they must have did this. Because see, as empaths, y'all already know we good at what we do. We covering all bases. We covering the bases. And you're thinking like, wow, what base did I miss? And then your mind just start running away with you. And now you're comparing yourself to this imaginary person. Because in your mind, especially you ladies, y'all thinking, man, it must be, she must be in there. He must be in there with Janet Jackson or Halle Berry or something. He must be. That's how y'all be thinking though. That y'all be thinking it must have been somebody on a whole nother level. She must be built like Dolly Parton up top and Janet Jackson down from the waist down. And
it's not even about that with
them. Nobody that looked close to. Dude, you thinking Janet Jackson, and she looked more like Freddie Jackson.
They do be Freddie. You mean he look like Freddie Jackson? Because that's what the dudes be on.
There you go.
I'm
There you go. That's right. Lala said, "Oh, Biddy."
And that's why they don't show you that person in the beginning, because they want you to think that that person is all of this and all of that
Yes,
and beautiful.
indeed.
And then when you see that you're even more confused. Like, what
Man,
the hell?
look, hey,
Like,
China, that's what I'm saying. Once you see the person, you're like, whoa. Now you really need an explanation. Because you like,
really need not to ever go back, because then you just slapping yourself in the face at that point.
Some of them people, some of them people ran off the people that made you feel embarrassed. Like, whoa, you left me for that though? Like, come on, man. At least go get something that look halfway like something.
Right.
They got something together. Come on, man. Because you got me looking crazy over here. Like you look like you just went down the park and found that person, and hey, this is the one.
They did. Or they go with the dancer or the because that's in them. What they connect with is what's on the inside, that unclean spirit that is on the inside, and that thing is nasty and vicious. So they will be with somebody that is equally probably on their level. You were the one in the wrong pond.
That is true.
That's what my therapist used to tell me. Like, you keep going to the wrong pond. What is wrong with you? And everybody would ask that, like, what is wrong with you? You know, when they would see these exes, and it was till you deal with that childhood stuff and that narcissistic family, your decisions are not going to match your core makeup. It's not going to match who you are. Your decisions is going to be way out in the wrong pond, because your imprinting will be based on whatever you grew up with in childhood. And if that was trauma or peace giver or be calm in a chaotic home, you're going to gravitate towards that familiar spirit that pulled you and attracted you to the narcissist in the first place. That was always a demonic setup. None of that was healthy in any way, shape, or form. It was meant for you to start being dependent on them, then start to question them for your decisions, like things that you already know, because they start off as being extra helpful. Then they make all of these suggestions. Then they somehow reverse it. And now you're asking them for things before you make a decision. Should I go to the store to get this? Or what should I cook today? Or, what should we do? Or, it start off like that. Then next thing you know, you're so consumed in their world. It's a program, a demonic mind control program. And even once the breakup happened, see, the devil noticed your mind will still be in them, in their household. It won't even be on you anymore, or what you got going on with your children or your life. It will only be consumed with them. I can't believe they did this. I can't believe they with this person. I can't believe they said that. Oh, I can't believe they look at
but Keith, you know what? I was just thinking that might be the strategy of the narc.
That is, because that's how the devil operates. The same thing.
That's the biggest game they got is manipulation. And every time you start, and look, if the narc went out there and was able to bag a Halle Berry or Beyonce or somebody like that, if a narc could go out there and just grab somebody like that, then most of the time you'd be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, he left me for Beyonce. You almost be understanding, like, oh, babe, you know what? I understand. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even mad with you.
But why? Because of pride.
When you see that piece of mess that they show up at the house with, and you be like, whoa, it adds to the confusion. When you see who the narc left you for, it's gonna rock your world, because you're gonna be like, how, Joe? Like, really?
The devil operates in confusion. That's his thing. That's right. God is not the author.
It's going to just make you more confused.
And then it's always with somebody they said they don't like. It's not their type. That's not my type. I don't like this person.
I told look, years ago I was talking about that. Like, that's the one that they with. The one they told you they would never. If you heard that knock say, I wouldn't, ain't no way you gonna catch me with that. That's what they
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
They with anything, because they just really, they just vessels for the devil. And that's it. Sometimes they coherent, sometimes they don't remember, different stuff. The devil just really got a complete body to work with legion. He just be putting legion in there. So some of them might be attracted to women, some attracted to men, some attracted to older people, some attracted to the young ones. That's just how it is. These are not people that you should be in communion with. The Bible tells you many times, stay away from these kind, exclamation point. Don't cross paths with them. Don't eat with them. It's so many warnings, because they are not at a place where they even want God, for one, but they're not, they at a place where they are a habitation for demons. And you're gonna have demonic dreams, paralyzed, sleep paralysis is gonna happen. Your kids gonna have nightmares. Things gonna be having paranormal stuff in the home. Something gonna be knocking off shelves, or you gonna be hearing something, seeing a shadow. All of that stuff comes with their demonic energy, because it's like a demonic vortex portal. No matter how holy and saved you are, the more that you in God, the more your fight gonna be, because you gonna see
Man,
those
but you know
things in
what though?
material form.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm looking at this situation right now. Like the people who are trying to get away from these people, that ain't that easy. It ain't no cakewalk, y'all.
It's not.
And I can say this, honest and just being real with y'all. When I finally got out of that, first of all, I was with that monster for 25 years, so I ain't the one to tell you, hey man, you can lead him in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't happen like that for me. You got to first realize what you are in. A lot of times, man, we are under, well, I said a lot of times, every time. When you with a narc, you under a spell anyway. You are under a demonic spell mentally. That person in your life is not there serving anything in you that's good in nature. Everything about them is negative. Every thought, you're sitting there every single day and you're like, you're questioning your own sanity. Why am I dealing with this fool? Why am I doing this to? Why am I allowing this? That is not a relationship, people. That is a spell that you're under, because you're asking yourself. That's yourself. You're sitting there like you questioning your own reality, saying, wow, why am I doing it? And that's God saying, what you doing? What you doing? Because you just don't feel good. It don't you can't lie and say it feel good, because it don't.
But you know what?
About it feels good. And as a matter of fact, not only does it not feel good, guys, do you know that when you really start to think about, wow, I don't want to break up because I don't want to miss the person. I don't want to feel sad. I don't want to be lonely. No, man, everything that you felt that was good with that person, it was all your imagination. It wasn't that we was on the beach together holding hands. It wasn't that we was living some great fantasy life together. No, it was, I see these images of people walking on the beach holding hands, and I picture myself doing it with this monster.
Yeah.
You did not have that experience, guys. You don't, when you thinking back to what y'all really had, y'all not thinking back to how great it really, man. I just remember I get home from work and everything was it was laid out. And I mean, we greet each other at the door with a hug and a kiss. And how you doing today, baby?
That's
and it
the
was just
fantasy.
love. That's a fantasy, but that's how we think. When you getting ready to marry somebody, guys, we don't even look at how much we fantasize about good things with this person that are not actually happening in your relationship.
I mean, because you got to practically beg for it. If somebody loves you, you shouldn't have to beg for a kiss. You shouldn't have to beg for a hug. You shouldn't have to beg to hold hands for the basic, simple things in life that these people refuse to give you. And that's only because they know you want it. And they don't want you to be able to control the momentum of the relationship and how it goes. So they deny you these things. Their job is to go against the grain from day one. If you want Mexican food, they want chicken. If you want chicken, they want ice cream. It's always to go against everything that you want. It's never to satisfy you. They never bring nothing to the table. They take from your life. They don't add, they subtract.
You better not tell them what your favorite restaurant is.
Don't tell them what you hate.
You
Sounds like
tell
I can't do tacos. Everything was tacos. I still can't eat tacos to this day now. I was like, I'm traumatized by tacos, and I used to love tacos, but it was just so forced. Like it was like literally like being in a glorified prison, and you have to go to get these tacos that is on the menu for your prison stuff. I was like, you are like a warning. But it would be the chocolates and flowers and things. But after you torturing the kids or you doing some crazy stuff, you know, it's like the stuff that the adoration and admiring and notes and little things they do, all of that come with a price of your soul. You know, it's like, okay, I'm gonna send you flowers and some love letters. I'm gonna send them to your friend too with your card. But look what I did for you. You know, that crazy stuff. And that's what narcissists do. So even those memories where you thinking like, oh yeah, we went on this road trip and we went across town. It was like, I mean, he took me to every demonic portal there is. When I think about it, I seen Lucifer in Denver. I was in the Sedona Mountain. I mean, when I look at some of these supernatural places, Skinwalker Ranch and stuff, that's every place where he wanted to go on a destination. So I'm thinking like, dang, I think he was trying to get me.
Exactly. You're talking about mountains. He was thinking about pushing you over one.
There you go.
You know how I feel about this stuff. Like, you know how I feel about this.
And look, y'all think you laughing. Hey, Keisha, you laughing. He really would have did it.
Yeah.
He really took me to the portal. I literally went. I had such a supernatural attack in Sedona. I know I cannot go there. Whatever principality is over there, it hates me. I get it. It's very painful attack too. But I mean, I seen a petrified rock. I guess there's some petrified rocks. Now I went to public school. I learned about all this stuff. But I know that dude knew about some things because I'm like, I'm looking at the stuff that come on YouTube like that. We went there. I've seen those rocks. Every portal area. Even down there by El Paso and all of that stuff. I mean, crazy stuff. So I think he was hoping that we got missing or something. So he can be like, I don't know what happened to the family. They disappeared.
Yeah.
So
yes.
This is how they think.
Keisha, that's exactly what he was thinking. Right. Babe, come on, just come over a little closer to this tree, baby. Right back. As soon as you get right in.
It was a huge mountain hill. It was like a hill. He was like standing on it. I was like, I'm not stepping over there because I'm not trying to fall. Like I do have some type of street sense. I'm like, I'm out here in a desert. I'm like, I'm glad God had some mercy on my lack of sense because I ain't had common sense. I was in the little land, like, oh, okay, we in a desert, Tucson. Then we was in, unmarked. It was all kind of crazy stuff. You're dealing with other things once you get down to Tucson and stuff. Other kind of stuff happening. And then he going to rest stops with no lights. I'm like, it's no lights up here. I'm not trying to get out the car. Like crazy stuff. But that's what
to make sure you didn't ask him to take you nowhere else.
He was trying to get me to disappear. I'm telling you, like she just disappeared. I don't know what happened. Her and the kids, they just disappeared. We looking for that would have been a perfect story for one of a book that he probably would try to put out in The Missing Family, in the Skinwalker Ranch. I'm telling you, these people. You can't put nothing past them because I've seen things he wrote. He knew about all the stuff. So I'm like, this is
but you know what though? That goes back to what we were talking about at first. That's why in order for you to be able to get out of something with them, your mind gotta be made up.
You gotta have God.
If your mind ain't made up, if your mind is not made up on what you going to do, you ain't getting out of it. You ain't gonna get out of it. You're gonna be right there. And guys, this is one of the reasons no contact is so important. Because if you to a narcissist, if you still have words for them, you still want to know why they dog you, why you cheat on me, why you lie to me, why you just destroy this relationship like that. If there's something in you that still needs to know why, then you ain't going nowhere, because they're not going to tell you why, but they're going to allude to why. They're not going to tell you, they're not going to talk about it, but they just going to keep you hopeful, and they'll talk to you about something else, but they're not going to talk to you about the actual issue.
No.
No.
And they're
We're
going to
not
think you
talking
want
about
to get abused. They're going to feel like you must really like me torturing you. And they're going to try to crank it up, because that's how sick their minds are. If you come back for answers, you talking to them, because they know how cruddy they treated you. They know how they did all of these horrific things, make deals with the Dark Kingdom to try to ultimately destroy you. And you want to come back. That means you want to be an active player in their torment. It's like a wicked attraction. You like me hurting you and causing you pain. So they get more gratification into making you their torture slave, because that's all it ever be. It won't be this loving relationship and loving wife or loving husband or anything like that. That would never happen. That's only if you sleep in a dream and you get a good sleep past REM. That's it.
Because
other than that,
when you take them back, you just showed them that you're willing to accept anything, and you allowing them to be them, and that you're going to accept the disrespect and whatever they put in front of you. So now they're going to be them. They're not going to hide anything from you. They're going to cheat in your face. They're not going to hide it. They're going to disrespect you in every way. They're not going to hide that anymore, because now you just literally laid in front of the door and said, I'm your doormat. Do as you please.
Good God, China, why you had to say that, man? That was painful. That was painful. Good God. That was painfully true. Guys, the more you take, if they see you gonna take it,
yep.
Oh, I ain't gotta cheat. I ain't gotta hide that I'm cheating on you now. Now I can flirt with your friends and family right in your face, because you know I go like that. And you already done put it on me. And see, a narc, like, one thing that they love, man, it's heavenly or helly to a narcissist when they're able to give you little stupid answers to questions like, well, you already don't trust me anyway, so I might as well just do this because you think I'm gonna do it anyway.
That's what they say.
Love that type of dysfunction.
Also, too, they'll say, what you gonna do about it? Leave? Go ahead. So what? They don't care anymore, because you just literally showed them that they don't have to. They don't have to show you not a little bit of respect.
Not even a inkling of respect. And then we sitting there like, whoa. And then, guys, the crazy part about us is we don't believe, and they just said it, we do not believe that somebody is that cruddy, somebody is that grimy, that dirty, that they are bold enough to tell you to your face, yeah, I did it. And what you gonna do about it? You ain't gonna do nothing but keep talking. So you might as well shut up and let's go home.
They got my first husband slapped with some raw chicken. I'm telling you, that is some stuff.
Say what?
They got my first husband slapped with some raw chicken. And he was so mad because
you slapped him with a raw chicken.
I was like, you got to get salmonella for that one.
Hold up. I gotta ask this question though. I gotta know the answer to this.
I was cooking. I just cooked.
Did the chicken still have feathers on it, or was it a ball chicken?
I was cleaning the chicken, and I was trying to do the little marinating season. I'm doing all the chicken, and then he had a baby mom that kept calling, like the one we was married. He was cheating, had a baby. Then I was like, done, got a divorce. Then we got back together. Pet cemetery stuff. Cemetery stuff. because I did stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna just leave, and I moved on too for about a year. Then Pet Cemetery, because the church got involved, all of that. So I got back with them. We gonna redo this thing, okay? I'm telling, don't
Hey, Keisha,
ever,
hold on
ever
a second,
do
Keisha.
it.
Keisha, hold up a second. Can I get my popcorn real quick? Because your stories be incredible.
Don't ever do it. Okay, forget that high school sweetheart stuff. Forget all that. That ain't nothing. That's in the movies. Not with a narc thug. That's some crazy stuff.
When I finish with my movie, Keisha, we gonna put part of your stuff in this movie. Good God.
So the girl calling, I'm like, you keep acting like that ain't her calling. Because he's like, that she don't be calling phone. Like, I'm seeing the number. That's the gaslight that they do. Answer the phone. Like, I'm like, just answer the phone, all that stuff. No, they don't be calling and all that. And I'm like, I know that this girl keep calling you, and I know you keep trying to act like you being, still this Captain Saver and all of that. So then he got real cocky with like, yep, I do talk to her. And then what? Yep, I did it. Yep, I called her. I talked to her. I didn't know what to do. I had chicken, so the chicken just went.
So, and that's another thing. If they know, guys, if you keep asking them about the same thing, eventually they're gonna tell you, okay, that's what you want to hear. So that's what I told you. And it's only gonna confuse you that much more. Now, they done told you what it is. Because if it ain't that, you ain't gonna admit to it. They gonna admit to it because it is that. It was that. Yes. And now you completely confused because they're not gonna just say, "Yeah, I did it, and it was better than yours," and you this and that. No, it's not gonna go like that. They're gonna do it with They're gonna do it with confusion. They're gonna do it with confusion and say, "Okay, that's what you want to hear." Yeah, then I did it.
Yep.
That's what you want to hear. I did it.
And I just said that because I was mad, or I just said that so you
there
can
you
stop
go.
asking me questions.
But you would have thought
that's the line. That's the line,
the
right
way
there.
that he blew it all the way up. You got a family involved, you got law involved, all this stuff. You would have thought I hit this dude with a crowbar. Because you got salmonella involved and all of that. But I'm just like, that's the kind of stuff you deal with.
He fell out about a chicken and some hot sauce, some hot sauce, and some flour on the chicken. Yeah, good for him. Let's get to these super chats real quick, y'all. Let me say hey to the family that support and show love. First of all, Treese Bean, I seen you came in the chat kind of late, but she is also one of the sponsors tonight. Hey, Treese. Thank you so much. Letters of the Flock. Thank you so much for that super chat and getting us started. Letters of the Flock said, like Keisha say, it's a whole demonic kingdom out there, y'all.
They are governed by the Marine Kingdom, and people really don't. Hopefully they know more about the Marine Kingdom because it is some stuff out there. But that Marine Kingdom dominates them and give them a spirit spouse. I mean, Leviathan's in there, Jezebel's in there. That's their kingdom. That's their domain. That's why they do a lot of things with water and fluids, body fluids and stuff. They real good at that because that spirit takes over and that spirit gets life force energy. So when you're dealing with these people that are portals, not only is it a horrible hazard to your life, it literally sucks and drains your soul energy. So you lose years off your life. You start aging early. You have blood pressure issues, chronic issues, fibromyalgia, all the things they can't explain, lupus, autoimmune. All of those health things start to take away because your blood is your life force. That's what the Bible tells you. Your life is in the blood.
There you go.
So when you have that human spirit that only can come from God, and you got a demonic, dead abyss energy constantly draining from it, they're getting fed. Their kingdom is getting fed through that narcissistic person. That's why it seems like they're winning when they're with you. It's not that they're winning. You probably are a very good, viable source until they drain you and you have nothing left. But the good part is God will pull you out. If he got a call on your life, once God intervene, because you cried so many nights, once he step in and intervene, he gonna snatch that narc off like a band-aid. It's going to hurt, but God did it. And he did it for a reason, because he got to give you life.
But why? Does it really hurt though?
Like a Band-Aid.
Is losing them, is that what hurts?
It ain't
Or
losing them, it's losing
or
your fake identity. You losing your fake self or who you thought you
come on,
was.
there you go.
That's
There
what
you go.
hurt.
So it ain't them. You ain't hurting
No.
about what you going through because of them, because they never bought anything there. Everything you felt with that narc, I'm telling y'all, man, when you look at the actual footage, it was all in your mind.
Yeah.
Everything great y'all ever did, it was all in your mind. It wasn't
Yeah.
what they were doing. No,
Because my
no,
granddaughter
indeed.
was like, I can't see how you got with somebody who was on a bike with no teeth. That was all.
Hey,
I
Keith,
was like,
I'm telling you, Keith,
oh no.
that's the story that we put in the movie right there, man. Because good God, I just gotta see what that person looked like. Like, what did he have?
But he had a Bible in his hand.
What did he have? Keisha ain't even recognize him. Keisha just said he got a Bible in his hand.
He had a
Girl,
Bible
you
in his
know,
hand.
He a man of God. He
you,
done changed his life. He ain't like that no more.
she should have known he was the devil, because God didn't even bless him with teeth.
Man. Yeah,
Our
Keith.
good
Hey
toes.
Keith, you're gonna have to come, you're gonna have to show us on that one. Like good God. Show us just like
He got a
Candy.
nasty fungus
Thanks
that
for that
just
super
won't
chat.
go
Just like
away.
Candy.
Like,
Just like Candy. Just like Candy. That was an excellent point. Leave like a thief in the night. Yes, you better.
Yeah.
Martha. Thanks for that super chat, Martha. Martha said the Three Musketeers. That's right. Say it and stand up on that. Yes, indeed. Shawnee. Thanks for the super chat, Shawnee. Shawnee said, y'all aren't lying. The local narc had the internet bill in his name. He used the AT&T smart home manager to keep me from using my laptop to work from home. Joe,
oh my
he didn't
goodness.
even live in the house at the time. So, guys, man, we be letting these people, y'all, we be taking them in like strays, and then they put something in their name. Now you got to go to court. You got to go to court to get this joker up out your house now.
Honey, I know. And
And
they
you
picked
got
the
to go without
cheapest
internet.
bill. Hey, the cheapest bill that's gonna do the most damage to your life.
There you go.
The cell phone, the internet,
And the ones who
and the
don't even
electric.
pay that allow you to get the bills in their name, they swear you would not have survived without that bill. They have done the world for
My
you.
goodness.
If
Oh
it
my
wasn't for
goodness.
me putting the bill in my name, you wouldn't have utilities. No, if it wasn't for me paying the bill, I wouldn't have utilities.
There you go.
We
There
went to
you
court.
go.
He was like, I gave her everything. I gave her the house. I gave her the business. I gave her everything. I just was trying to move on with my life. I said, you don't even want to sit in court with a narcissist, because it is just so like a slap in the face and humiliating just to even be in a presence and hear the things that come out of their mouth, because it's like a fictitious horror movie, but you can't really comment on it, because commenting on it, I don't know if it'll feed the delusion or whatever it would kind of do to you, but it'll put you in a ziggity boo land. And then you got judges and all of them in the courtroom documenting stuff that's going to affect the outcome of your life. So it's a very horrifying situation to be in, but they are that deluded to think that they come with nothing at all, not even a vehicle, no license, nothing, and that somehow the leeching that they did off of you to get the little things they might have now, like an outfit or two, the leeching that they did, everything that you already had before them, somehow they gave it to you, like, and they believe this and can probably pass a lie detector test,
Because
and
it's
will put it.
always, if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't this. Even if you had a dream and you went through with that, well, I'm the one told you to do it. I motivated you. I was in your corner. I this, I that. It's always they had something to do with your success, whether it was through words or just standing on the side of you.
Right.
Always trying to take credit for
Forget
somebody
that I've been in
else's
the field for
success.
like 20 years. That had nothing to do with anything. It's like they are so diluted, and it's diluted to a point of harm. And it's insanity, but hopefully the laws are starting to change a little bit more. I don't know. Like,
They're
because the
not
court,
niche because you now have a lot of narcissists who are judges, who are
yeah,
attorneys,
Ooh,
who are
man, oh boy.
prosecutors,
Good
and they
God.
are vicious and
Come
they
on.
don't care because, like I said before, if you have one that you're taking to court and you're calling them out, you're also calling out their behavior. So they're
yeah,
not going to
Mm-hmm.
take your side. Everybody is being exposed and they know
mm-hmm,
you see it, even though you're not talking about
Mm-hmm.
them. They know you know. And so
yeah,
they're never going to side with you. And I experienced that. I had a whole pack of them against me.
mm-hmm.
Come
And
on.
they cowards. They run in packs
They
because
are
they
cowards.
do it alone. But it didn't work. It had 4 people trying to destroy me, and it did not work because God
Mm.
said it was not going to work.
And it
Yep.
didn't.
And you really need God, because you're right, like the CPS workers, like Child Protective Service, a lot of those workers and police officers, a lot of them do, like, it's some that are compassionate, but a lot of them kind of do have that corporate narcissism, or just a touch of it, traits or the disorder. And they are just, it's like you are re-victimized. Like, oh well, why don't you just let it go? And he's gonna do this now. When somebody is repeatedly causing harm in several counties to several different people, when does it end? When does the law really intervene? Because the minute that somebody who has everything to lose does something about, themselves or protect themselves, they ready to throw the book at them and cause them to lose it all. But when somebody is a known criminal, they just, like, they want to victimize that person who has empathy, because they get enjoyment out of it too. So these systems is part of this Babylonian Jezebelic system, like I was saying before. So you have to really, one, have God and have a whole lot of wisdom when you dealing with them and you ready to leave. And once you leave, you can't be contacting and calling back or going back for a little bit, because everything you do and say can and will be used against you in the court of narc.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
they are documenting it, they are twisting it, they are photocopying it, they are trying to get you to incriminate yourself, because they are ready for round 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until you are done and terminated.
And they not, just documenting this because they want to pursue you civilly. They want criminal charges.
Mm-hmm.
These people want to
They want to
ruin
get you
your
out of there.
life. They
They
don't
want to get you
settle
out of
for
there.
civil. They want criminal charges against you, and they will manipulate that evidence to make sure that they get it.
They trying to get you out of there, buddy. I mean,
Yep.
Oh,
you,
that's
you
a story when he said he was in a shower or something, and the police came, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, help!"
say
When you
what?
you said you was in the shower or
Who
something,
Harry O
and yeah, the police came, and your ex was crying, and
said he did it.
he was
She
like,
said
"What's
he
wrong?" He did it. And he was like,
So no, I just got out the shower.
"Yeah,
yeah.
I just got out the shower. Just got home from work. I just got out the shower, laid across the bed. I'm watching a game, and I hear the door. I hear the doorbell ring, and I walk downstairs. And I'm like, what's going on? And he looking at me. He looking at me. I'm looking at him. She walk out the bathroom. I'm sitting there like, what? So, the thing about it though, they never know how they gonna get, the police. And Lord knows she tried all the time. It was
yeah."
guys, that was crazy, man. Do y'all understand? Do y'all understand what a brother has been through here? You walk to the door, you just get out the shower and lay down across the bed, and you watching the TV literally not even 2 whole minutes, and the police arrive at the door, and you walk down there and answer the door, And you totally like what's going on? And then somebody come out the bathroom saying that you did something to them. And I mean, she had like whips on her face that you could tell she was rubbing her face real hard and crying. And dude was like, well, what did he do?
Yeah.
And she was stuck. She was
That's what
like,
happened.
huh? She was like, huh? And oh my goodness, then it really got ugly because that's when my son was a baby too. He was like 2 years old, and then she walked over to him and said, "Tell him what Daddy did." And the baby was sitting there looking like the baby was confused, and the officer walked over and said, "Don't do that, ma'am, don't," because he could tell the baby don't know what the heck you talking about. Don't nobody in here know what you talking about. And then he looking at me, and he looking at, man, well, what happened? And then he's like, sir, won't you just go outside for a minute and let me talk to her? And I'm like, man, what happened? What's going on? And I'm saying, and I say all of this and have this crazy story to tell y'all, guys, that's how bad narcs want to cheat. That's the illusion that they're going to put out. They're going to put this illusion up so that they can justify to themselves, I guess, but not just justify to themselves, but this is the level that they will go to create an atmosphere of just total uncertainty, craziness. So you don't know what's going on. Yeah. You're just trying to figure it out, and they got it figured out. She knew what she was doing. I'm just sitting there like really? I mean, I think I got to a place mentally where I was just like, man, listen, whoever this person is that got you so infatuated, man, go ahead. I'm not gonna try to stop you. Go ahead. Do what you do. And my last thing to her was just make me one promise. This is all I want. Just find somebody that's gonna stay with you. That's all. Just do that. Listen, I'm gonna be your doormat for a little while till you can just keep on acting crazy. I'm gonna be the doormat. I'm gonna sit here till you find somebody that'll put up with you, that can handle this. Straight up, I'm gonna stick. And that was the last year that I dealt with her. I said, no, I'm gonna stay. Listen, I'm here. I'm gonna talk to you and everything, but find you somebody that that's gonna stick around though, because I don't want you back. Okay,
that's when it's over, because they really go out of their way to sabotage you for something that's so impulsively brief. They want this quick narrative that they don't think all the way out, because they don't really have like that ability to have foresight or anything like that. But they do the most crazy stuff, and then they come back like nothing happened. Like, hey, how you doing? Forehead, or say something,
Keisha,
some type of crazy joke that's not funny.
Keisha, come back and say, you hungry? You want
still
something?
Got that
with the food, don't they?
You
still got that chicken you smacked me with?
you hungry? Okay. Man, listen.
Like, I ain't never get remarried, right? Because it's always just you.
Listen, one of the multitude of times, multiple of the multiplicity, if there's a word, the multiplicity the times we was in court. Good God. We in court over this whole faked out, drummed up lie. I mean, just a lie, man. Wow, I can't believe I was that crazy, man. I can't today, guys, this is where y'all gonna be with it. I cannot fathom right now that I was that far gone. Today telling y'all this story, I can't believe that's who I was back then. I can't believe I let somebody walk all over me like we in court. We in court because let me tell us what it is. We in court because she can't get with the guy she chasing. She can't convince, and that's what a lot of y'all going through. Because y'all got an Amber Alert going on here?
No, we just had a tornado before I got on, and now we having a flash flood warning until 4 a.m.
You better watch out.
I'm telling
you. You better watch out for them flash floods. You see that one in Texas?
Did I not say I seen the mermaids? I told y'all I was on the cruise. I got the pictures of them. I seen the lady on the beach and everything. It sounds crazy, I know, but I got footage, and I'm looking at the footage like, hey, I think they're about to wage war on America.
No, Keish. I promise you, mermaids in the ocean ain't nowhere near as crazy as some of them stories you be telling us about your ex. I promise you. That's why I was so calm. We trust and believe what you saying, Keisha. I promise you.
Filming these things, right? I'm saying a whole fallout. It's a dragon that came and then split the universe. I'm seeing all of this. People talking about you wasn't scared? Nah. I was like, I mean, nope. The devil
like,
had a whole snake
of a mermaid. This ain't nothing compared to what I done seen. Listen, y'all don't know who I used to be.
I was able to stay in my body during this time. When I was with the narc, I wasn't in control of staying in my body. I was in some other realm. A snake went in his back.
There you go.
Woke up
there
like,
you go.
My neck hurt. I can't move.
Real quick. Thanks, guys, for the safety wishes and everything. It's been going on all day. We had a tornado touchdown in our downtown, and we were on our way home from the ER because someone was having an asthma flare up and stuff, and the tree almost hit the car. It flew past the car. I had to get home to my boys, but it's bad here. And some blocks away don't even have electricity. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to do the show tonight, but my lights are on. So
and you got internet. And you got internet. Oh man, it was meant to be. It was meant to be. Jazzy, thanks for the super chat. Jazzy said that they always want to be in control. They be trying to be in control. No matter what. Hold up, Keisha. I was telling you about to tell y'all a story, man. I forgot. What was we just talking about? I lost my chain of thought.
We were talking about the mermaids. They compared to the narc.
Which one? Which story was it? It wasn't the court. Oh, the court. Was it the court? The courthouse. I think.
Well, I had just said I used to go out of my body with the narc.
Okay. So I think I was telling y'all the story about the court, though. Just being in disbelief right now that I was that person then. Right now I'm like, Lord, was I that? I was that far gone. This is how far gone I was. I was under a spell. I was not in a relationship. I was under a spell in a trance because this person who was cheating with somebody she worked with at the time, and probably whoever else, who knows, but just taking me through this police ritual on a weekly basis just for the purpose of whatever. I guess it was for her entertainment, but we ended up in court again because she wouldn't leave, and this is what we talking about tonight. How you make them leave? Because she wouldn't leave. I was like, look, you obviously got something going on. Won't you go ahead to the person? Because I didn't know, which a lot of y'all don't know, which is just because they out there cheating, that don't mean the person they cheating with want them.
Right. Okay?
That don't mean that, y'all. A lot of us be believing, nah, I think no, that we get that wrong. But we in the court, man, going back and forth, and she trying to get me put out the house for a year, cause just so she can cheat, just so she can have this dude or whomever. I ain't gonna say this specific person, but whomever. She got free reign at this point. And the judge looked at it like, is this a joke? He seriously was like, ma'am. Listen, I actually deal with women who get battered. You're not a battered woman. You ain't told me nothing about even a fight y'all act, a physical altercation y'all ever had. Get out my courtroom with this mess. Bailiff, make sure that the next time this person, because I see y'all record here,
Yeah.
and you do this a whole lot. And I thought I was safe at that point because he was like, I want her anytime she come to that courthouse with this job, I want it in my courtroom. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm safe now. Wrong. Next time we was in there, it was a different judge. But anyway, guys, we get to the place. The judge said, listen, this is what we're going to do. I want both of y'all to go out in the hallway and see if y'all can talk y'all way through this. Because if y'all can't, then I'm going to make a decision. We get out in the hallway. I ain't got nothing to say for real. I got an attorney with me. Attorney done said, man, look, Your Honor, you see her track record. You see what she do. She doubled down on it. No. I want this. I'm pushing this time. And she wasn't even pushing nothing. I guess she hadn't, at that point, she hadn't started talking to police officers and trying to figure out what she had to do to get something to stick to me or something, whatever. But we go out in the hallway, then we go back in the courtroom. Judge said, all right, y'all couldn't put it together. He said, all right, this case dismissed, man. Stop playing. You not abused. Was you fight? Was y'all fighting? What was y'all doing? Y'all was arguing? Okay, people argue.
Right.
All right, there it is. Get out of my courtroom with that. So, good God. I don't believe I was this person, y'all. I'm walking to my car in the garage of the court building. Oh my God, I feel terrible. This how y'all gonna feel later on after you go through all this mess. This how you gonna feel because you're gonna see, because one day your mind is gonna be clear and you're gonna see what you allowed yourself to go through.
Yeah.
Guys, she come running through the garage and said, well, we need to talk. After you could not get me kicked out the house, out of my house, okay? Couldn't get me kicked out of my house.
Yeah.
Now you want to talk.
That's a different her.
Okay, but let me finish the story though. Let me finish the story. Let me tell the truth and shame the devil. Good God. I did it. I talked to her after that. We went to the pancake house and we and no, we didn't talk about nothing because she ain't had nothing to say. She ain't nothing to say. She coming in saying I thinking she goes, okay, I'm sorry for telling all these lies on you, taking through all this. I'm sitting here. I think I was about 25 at that point, 25, 26. I'm thinking like, okay, now she telling her, now she gonna tell the truth, and then we could be cool again. No. There was never a kumbaya moment. There was never a I'm coming to truth moment. All it ever was you still talking to me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all she wanted to know. You still talking to me? All right. Let the games continue.
Right.
That's all it ever was.
Crank it up and get video footage this time.
She did that? She had video footage? Listen. I saw the tape. I got the tape. I had it, and then when she saw that I had it, she burnt the tape up. She videotaped. Good God Almighty! Y'all ready for this one? It's my turn tonight, Keisha. You ain't gonna have the starlight tonight or the craziest story. I got the craziest story tonight. So she put a video. We had a video camera, right? And she put it in the closet. And just the camera's rolling. She knew when I got home from work, she knew I was going to be livid. She knew it. How does she know it? She ain't been home in 3 days. You ain't been home since Friday and it's Tuesday. So she said, okay. I walked through the door. She's sitting on a sofa watching TV, cool and calm, like she been home the whole time. Good God Almighty.
These people are retarded.
Man, I walk in there, I don't believe, guys, I don't believe that was me, man. I guess because I didn't know. I'm gonna blame it on I didn't know. I didn't know what this was. But I can't say that.
It's like MK mind control.
But no, I gotta take responsibility because I knew better than that. I knew better. I don't care what I should have had the mentality that I don't care what I'm feeling. I don't care if this hurts or whatever. Ain't nobody about to be claiming we married and you come home if you feel like it, when you feel like it. Oh my God, man. That has been the most embarrassing event of my life. I've never had a more embarrassing moment than being with a narcissist. It's never been worse. I've never had anything in my life worse than that. Good God.
Running outside. I ain't gonna even say it, never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. It's been some very moments.
Look. Keisha sitting there like, you call that a story, really? That's a story.
Forgetting that you did not dress yourself. You're running outside, like, we're gonna talk about the phone. Woo, wait a minute. I forgot to put clothes on. I gotta go back in the house. And you're right by the police station. On a busy street. That's the stuff narcissists do. They take you there. You feel like, oh crap. That's embarrassing thing that they try to get on footage so they can say you do insane things, knowing that you just seen some stuff. You was, after work, you take a shower, you getting ready, you just seen things on their phone, and they hurry up and they make a scene and they run, and you forget, like you're chasing them, but you forget y'all just ran outside. And so those are things that can happen, and it's horrible. They are horrible people.
I think that we should get a resort or something for this meetup. I think that's what we should.
Absolutely. So, Rockwell, what are you talking about, Rockwell? At least Vegas has different resorts, and it's super cheap. Do y'all understand?
It's a portal in Vegas. I've been to a lot of portals. I just see the Barbados. They're not too happy. I'll go West Caribbean. I'll do anything else.
Where you could do our
portal right there in Vegas. It's a whole thing. I said I've seen the mermaids and them in the Caribbean. I just seen them. I've been to a lot of portals. It's one in Vegas. Y'all trying to get me disappear on the disappearing list, ain't you?
Listen, all I'm saying is,
caught up in a vortex.
We could be in Vegas and in a nice hotel, nice resort hotel. Well, those are not. They are resorts because you got to pay a resort fee when you're in Vegas. So yeah, I mean Vegas, New York, Houston, or New Orleans. New Orleans.
I think that we should be fair.
That's a beautiful place.
We should meet in the middle where everybody can come from different places instead of just going to one side. We have
you got a point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
In the middle. So what's in the middle though? There's a lot of people on the West Coast. In the middle. What state is in the middle? What, Tennessee? Alabama? What's in the middle?
Oh my God.
Put it in the chat. What
I'm
state?
Cool, whatever. I am cool, whatever. I'm gonna have some angel bodyguards, so I'm not.
Keisha, no.
They go with me everywhere I go, so I'll be cool.
Don't come to Iowa. No, there's nothing here. Nothing in Ohio either.
Ain't nothing. Iowa has one restaurant. No, they got a Texas Roadhouse in Iowa. They got a Texas Roadhouse, so I would in the Bluebird Diner. Yeah, I know.
You need reservations now for the Roadhouse in Iowa because they be
You
so
need
packed.
reservations for real?
Yes,
Stop.
that's what I hear.
People
Come on.
should vote. Like
here.
people should
There's
vote where they would
nothing
like to
here.
go. If people in the chat kind of put some places in and do a what's some
We
things
gonna
called?
vote. Okay,
Do
then
like
we're gonna have
survey
a
or
vote.
something. Or
We're
what
gonna
is
let
it
everybody
called?
we're gonna let everybody put their favorite place to do it at, and then we'll put them all in the basket. Let's put everything in the basket, and then we're gonna pull the cities out of the basket. I say my personal thought is either. Of course, I'm thinking Vegas, y'all. Vegas is gonna be a great time. We're gonna have a great time. We're not gonna just be doing this. We're gonna go out and have fun together too.
You're trying to get me abducted.
We ain't gonna be the average ordinary meetup. No, it's gonna be a weekend of fun.
See, what had happened was I got older and I'm in bed by 9. You like to hang out to 3.
Yes. No. That's when you got it wrong, China. That's when you get it wrong. Old heads don't hang out to 2 in the morning. No, we don't hang out to 2 a.m. 2 a.m. I'm asleep for 2 hours. If I'm out and if my buddies somebody's birthday come up and they like, hey, we going out to celebrate so and so birthday, and I'll be like, okay, where is it at? Because if it's not a day party, y'all can forget it. That not 11 o'clock. It start 11. I ain't gonna be there because I'm gonna be asleep. You dig? I'm gonna be tucked in and everything.
If I get abducted, you going in the vortex.
With the onesie on.
Getting abducted on my own.
A lot of people saying they're okay with Vegas, so I guess I don't know. Some people
see Rockwell. Now,
said
see that Rockwell.
Don't try to get me abducted. Man, places strange stuff happen. People be coming up to me like, "Ain't your name Keisha?"
No.
I talked to this psychic. They said, "I would meet you."
If we have like a small party, and the hotel they'll give us a little room that we can use and everything. They'll hook us up. Vegas is already equipped with everything we need, y'all. It's already there. And we can go hang out. We can go see a show together. We can go to a nice place to dinner and all of that stuff. We can have a great time. I'm telling y'all, man.
We can go to the chapels and see the narc marriages. They just met 2 hours ago.
You just met somebody 2 hours ago and go get married. There it is. That's how it goes. That's exactly how it goes. The people
I'm so glad I'm not the old me because I'd be like, I just got married, y'all.
We might not be able to do Vegas, y'all. We done got married again. We go to Vegas.
He got a Bible. Yay!
Keisha,
I can see it now. Keisha met a dude riding a bike. He was toothless, but he was preaching. You know what? And she felt sorry for him. She said, I could see potential in him. I'm gonna take that.
I think Vegas is great then because she's gonna preach a hell of a sermon.
And he said he know how to shut the vortexes up. So we got married.
Ooh. I'm thinking Vegas, y'all. I'm thinking Vegas because we could do so much and have so much fun, man. It's so much fun. So much and guess what? And
we
it's
still
cheap
gotta go to other states. We gotta make this tour work, man.
Yes, indeed. We just starting. We just starting in Vegas. We just gonna start in Vegas. So it's fun. And then we can just go rest of the rest of the country, please.
But you know what? I'm not quitting my job until I know for sure. I'm quitting my job for this.
We starting in Vegas. Ladies, we're gonna talk this weekend. We're gonna talk Sunday. We're gonna talk Sunday. We're gonna talk Sunday, okay?
When are y'all trying to go? Like, when do people want to go? When do y'all want us to start?
Yes, indeed. I'm thinking probably right after Labor Day. Right after Labor Day, which is in September.
That's the September one. Okay.
There you go. September, October, October-ish. I think by October, everybody should be able to say, because usually I think from every city in the country, a flight to Vegas really, let me look it up while we're on the phone. A flight to Vegas.
Are you
And I'm
talking
saying from my
about
city.
October, like Halloween type of month in Vegas? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
However we gotta do it. However we
caught
gotta
up.
do it. Yes. Yes, indeed. October. I'm gonna look it up. October.
They don't want Vegas. We gotta even this out. They like,
They say
no,
they don't want Vegas now.
Man, all the witches
no.
is doing stuff in October. That's their month.
I gotta
Look,
go with
look.
Beth. She's one of my biggest cheerleaders. I'm with you, Beth.
October in Vegas from my city, and I'm on the East Coast. $200. That's a round trip flight. $219.
But I'm scared of planes when it's cold outside.
When the witches is doing stuff.
See, you catch the train. Catch the train. There you go. We got plenty of time to prepare.
I'm in Ohio. You know how these trains are in Ohio.
All right,
was on the news.
We're gonna throw a couple of other cities in there. We'll throw a couple other cities
we'll
in there.
figure it
But
out.
listen,
cool
we gotta
with
have a
any
fun
city,
though,
though.
y'all. We're not just going to a city. We're not just going to a city that don't have nothing we can do except for a meetup. Because that ain't gonna, we're gonna see each other and be like, okay, y'all. We done had our 3-4 hours of fun together. Now what we gonna do? Yeah. See?
Crack jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go see
It's really hard for not to have fun around me. Like, I'm very creative and fun things, even though I do talk about the vortexes and stuff, because the stuff be real. But I kind of put it aside when I'm out doing stuff because I know angels be handling it.
We gonna let Harriet have Vegas this time. We get to pick the next time. We go first, then Keisha, then me.
New Orleans. Y'all like New Orleans?
That's the voodoo place. I went there.
I forgot. How about New York? How about New York City?
Not
New
in
York
the winter. No way, no how.
Y'all don't like New York City?
Not in the winter. That East
Coast
is really cold.
So then Chicago is out too then, because Chicago.
I might send you a map with the portals. If I send you a map with the portals.
Hey, Keisha, we in America. We in America. Everywhere is a portal, okay?
I'm telling you.
We got to deal with the snake out here, the serpent on the mouth thing. That's the whole snake thing. So we dealing. I get it.
Okay, well, we're gonna talk. We're gonna look back at the tape.
Whatever, though.
We're gonna roll the tape. Look here, this is how we're gonna do it. If y'all serious, inbox me on either Facebook or Instagram. Just inbox me the city that we gonna go, that y'all would like for us to do our show in, and we're gonna let everybody know. So the people that want to come hang out with us, they can fly to that city, or they can catch the train, or they can drive to that city. But send an inbox. Me and the ladies gonna talk about it on Sunday, and next week we're gonna let y'all know so everybody can start getting prepared. We're gonna have a date, and it's gonna be a weekend. You know what I'm saying? So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But you know what? At the same time, y'all, we could do it at any state though, because really, we can get a real nice villa somewhere, Airbnb, rent out a mansion or something like that for a weekend. You know what I'm saying? It'd be fun. It'd be fun. We could.
It's gonna be fun. I know we talk about the stuff, but I do be handling those portals though. I do because I'm still here. So.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Keish.
But it's gonna
Hey, Keisha, after telling us about your experiences, it ain't much you could tell us that's gonna make us think that something wrong. No, we understand.
I kind of had this asthma situation that I got to get to going on in a bit. So.
Oh, okay, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, we drawing it out in here this evening, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Are we agreeing to Vegas then?
My girl Rockwell. Thanks for the super chat, Rockwell. Rockwell said, "Laugh out loud." Yo. First time I divorced him. Woo. Wow, that didn't start. We ain't start out good on that one, Rockwell. She's just like, I'm gonna give him another chance at this. Whoa, man, that's how we forgive though. Say the first time I divorced him, we went to lunch after the hearing and ended up at my house and remarried for another 8 years. That's how we go down. We'd sit there and we done had enough. We be through with them. We done with it.
Food
And
ritual.
boom. And next thing you know, our clothes fall off and we right back in it. We like, man, you were standing strong. You were standing strong, and then your clothes fell off, and bow, you right back in it, and trying to figure out what in the world happened. Why did I do? Where were we going? See, now I like that one. There you go. Jazzy said, Lando, told y'all Florida. Mwah. Thanks for the super chat, Jazzy. Jazzy said to bring us the Flow Rider. Flow Rider.
I'm cool with Florida too. Florida too are like.
I like Florida too. I like Florida.
I'm cool with wherever.
I like Florida. Yes, indeed. We're gonna talk about it Sunday, y'all. We're gonna talk about it Sunday.
So whichever city get the most votes. So we putting out what Vegas, Florida, and what's the other city?
Florida.
We got to do at least 3.
Vegas, Florida. Those are nice, warm places. Even in October, they're gonna still be warm in October.
Ooh, I think they like the West Coast is really nice in a late fall, winter.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the best
California is beautiful. It's expensive though.
But
Vegas ain't Vegas West Coast.
Yeah. That's not on the coast, but it's close enough.
I have a great idea. I think that we should go somewhere like where they have cabins and invite everybody there for Christmas, because a lot of people are going to be alone for the holidays. And I think that we should come together as a family and spend Christmas.
I love cruises. Why? I mean, the cruises is nice.
Not in December.
Yes, they are nice in December.
Yes, they are. Ho. Hey, before you kick that out the door,
and a food is free.
A cruise means you get to be out there and everything is taken care of. After you pay for it, everything is taken care of. You eat for free every single day. You entertained all day. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love that idea.
So fun.
That's an idea too, y'all. That would be wonderful. A weekend cruise, a 3-day cruise, man. China. I'm trying to tell you, it ain't the stuff that they showing us right now on the internet is basically the Carnival cruises that people just act a little, they do a little too much on some of them things. And we're not trying to be in that. No, we're not. We want to be somewhere having fun. A cruise is an excellent idea though, because it's people on it to make sure you have a good time. And that's what I'm saying. I want to make sure that when we get together, we're having a great time. That's what the experience. I want us to have that kind of experience where we remember, like, wow, man, that was nice. We're
going to have a great time. I'm telling you,
y'all hanging around me. It's gonna be. I guarantee it's gonna be a wonderful time.
Listen, it's a Christmas idea. We could get a cabin. We could have a Christmas tree. We could come together as family and exchange gifts, buy each other gifts and exchange gifts, and be together as a family, especially for the ones who need it around that time of year.
Okay. Hey, listen, you got the Blue Ridge Mountains. I think that's from Tennessee all the way over here to the East Coast, North and South Carolina. We could do
close to Tennessee,
Maryland, right where I'm at.
My God.
we have this beautiful Deep Creek.
It's the Smithsonian over there, the Smithsonian Museum.
Yeah. But I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about if we did like Christmas. If we did Christmas, we got Deep Creek Lake, and you can get a big. We could rent a house that would fit easily 50 people. I mean, they got massive spots up there in the mountains. You get to see the snow. We could play in the snow, do snowball fights, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Have a bonfire outside and all that. Man, y'all ain't no fun. Y'all ain't no fun, man.
Boy, your fingers freeze. No, I'm saying we got snow up here, so
we got snow in the mountains. We got snow.
It's always going to be fun. It's hard to express how much fun it's going to be on the internet, on a YouTube, on a live like this. But trust me, it will be 100% fun.
Yeah.
We gonna have a ball. Y'all hang around me. But see, if we was in Vegas, we could go out on 4-wheelers. We could go to the Grand Canyon. We could have a trip and go to the Grand Canyon. Everybody could go over there and hang out at the Grand Canyon. Y'all want to see some nature, man?
Harry,
y'all don't want to see no nature?
Can you do me a favor? Can you hit that eject button on your seat?
see, China. But listen, especially if you have asthma, China. You have asthma.
It's not me. It's
okay, for you, whoever got asthma, you go out somewhere where like Vegas or Arizona. That's where those people live. That's where they move to places like that because of the air quality. Yes. And it's crazy affordable. It's crazy. Vegas is crazy affordable. I'm telling y'all, man. But I'm just a messenger. We're gonna go wherever we go. We're gonna have a great time, man. Because
it's inevitable.
Mind here.
I said it's inevitable. To have a great time.
Yes, indeed. And I think you're right. That would be an excellent time. Christmas. Yes, that would be so much fun. Yes, that would be so much fun.
The Hoovers.
That's when people you're gonna have to be hiding your phone, like they blowing your phone up.
If people come on this trip, don't be bringing a narc, because that right there is an uncomfortable situation. Okay.
See, we ain't think about that part. We ain't think about. That's why
no narcs, no fans.
That's why we need to go on a cruise. That's why we need to go on a cruise. Because the cruise got security. Soon as somebody start tripping, sir. Hey, take them over there and put them somewhere, do something with them.
And then I tell them I pay you a little extra. You throw them overboard.
I'm trying to tell you. Hey Keith, the cruise, they got comedians every night. They got shows. They got Vegas style shows.
I'm a cruiser.
Broadway show.
Okay, so if you just say when I'm there, I got the crown points and all of that stuff. I'm in it now.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the easiest to me. I think that's the most economical choice. A cruise. Because a lot of stuff, believe it or not, you're gonna want to eat a few times a day. And you're not gonna want to go somewhere and be spending $30, $40, $50 to eat 3 times a day, when you could just be on this boat and anytime you feel like eating some, boom, we're going up here to the
and I have the hookup. Okay, anytime I cruise, I do have the hookup. I got like laundry packs. I have the whole little kit there. I have patches. I have whatever type of medications, and they are legal, that you would need to be
my God.
Everybody come to my room. I have the whole so just saying.
Oh Lord.
I do have the hookup though. I would be in the room with all the magnets and stuff.
Oh Lord.
You won't have to spend money on their little accessories. I have the hookup.
My personal thought is, yeah, that's the most economical piece right there. Because you pay it up front. Once you paid, you don't have to pay nothing else except for the tip at the end. You tip your whoever take care of your room at the end. You know what I'm saying? And in that way, people can kind of double up in their rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You know? And they have like a conference area and stuff too. Like if everybody
they would give us a conference room. Man, come on, y'all.
Jazz
It's a
has a
no-brainer.
point too, though. She said not everybody celebrate Christmas, so we do got to think about that as
So
well.
there you go. So guess what? You don't have to. It's a Christmas tree on the boat, but you don't got to celebrate it.
I don't celebrate Christmas or holidays. I celebrate life every day. And that's
See?
just how I just celebrate life. And I
See
just,
what I'm saying?
that's
Y'all
it.
see that?
Because my
That's
faith is in
exactly
my heart.
what we
But
just
I
said.
just celebrate life.
That's exactly what we just said right there. There
Yep.
you go.
Yeah.
There you
And I
go.
do want to give that, you know, that compassion, that fellowship, that different stuff with people, that socialization that they need, especially coming out of this. Like, you do still want to be that community. You want to be there for others, and you know, just kind of have that nice time and encourage people to live life again. And that's really what we're doing,
There
because
you
this
go.
takes so much out of you, so much life out of you, that a lot of times people be stuck, isolated, glued to like a computer or their social media. But get back out there and start living, laughing, loving, and all of that stuff again. You'll get your identity. And you won't ever want to have nothing to do with the narcissist. You won't even think about them. You know, that they call, you'll be like, how did I forget to block all of the numbers that they have access to?
There you go.
Really
There
get
you
there,
go.
because
There you go. And it ain't nothing like.
nothing
And
new, it's
listen.
detrimental.
When we live and together, y'all just don't even understand. It's just gonna be a totally different level up in here.
And I'm much more quieter in person. What y'all seeing is I am.
If you say so.
I'm not.
All right.
I'm gonna be.
Okay. Okay. Let me say this. China is very assertive. Okay. Leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. Yes,
I'm
indeed,
more
y'all.
just like the
Yes,
fun, like
indeed.
let's go do it. Anything.
We're gonna
Usually,
talk
it's
about it. We're gonna talk about it. We got different ideas. That's a beautiful thing. We got Vegas on the table. We got a cruise on the table. We have a villa on the table. We have the mountains on the table. So we got different things on the table, y'all. We got
Okay.
different things on the table.
Well, when it's my turn to pick, I'm picking my hometown, Chicago. So be ready.
Chicago, can we at least do it in the summertime in Chicago? Because don't
I
nobody
know
want to be in
Chicago. A lot
Chicago
of
for
my
no
family
winter.
live there.
We could go ice skating downtown.
No, you
You got the
cannot.
pier. You got a lot of stuff in Chicago.
You'll be an icicle in Chicago in the wintertime. Okay. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this though. In the summertime, man, I love Chicago.
Did
Oh
your
my
lights
goodness.
flicker?
Do you guys hear this lightning just ripping through here?
I heard that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I hope.
Yeah, man. I'm
Are
gonna
you
tell
on
you.
the storm tracker?
Oh, y'all got a hurricane coming through there, or a tornado.
We had
I
a
got a
tornado
tornado coming through.
already. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna work it out. We're gonna work through it.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Chicago, y'all.
Okay.
Chicago's a nice city.
If people can put like ones if they rather do a cruise, or twos if they rather do Vegas, and we can kind of get an idea
There you
between
go.
cruise and Vegas.
Cruise, Vegas,
I'm definitely one.
Chicago. We got to do Chicago in the summertime. That's next
I
summer,
definitely
y'all.
do Chicago.
I would do Chicago. I love Chicago. I love Chicago.
I'm seeing a lot of
One of my favorite restaurants is in Chicago.
I see a lot of people saying Chicago, we gotta go.
Yes, indeed. The tavern, on Rush, the tavern on Rush. Oh my gosh, love it, love it.
We got a lot of ones and twos. You got to do the count, but it's a lot of
Uh-oh.
I'm cool with either one.
See?
I do like the food on the cruise. I'm not gonna lie, like that food.
Yes, indeed.
It can, It's so
That's the
many good
beauty.
benefits to that food, and
Yes,
it's
yes.
always available.
We could talk about it more Sunday. I really gotta get going, guys. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, y'all. So
So we
let's get
have a
them out of
count
here.
as
Let's
a
get up out
moderator,
of
kind
here.
of tallying up stuff
And
so that we can.
what we gonna leave these people with for the weekend, ladies? And I'm gonna talk to y'all Sunday. What we gonna leave them with? Go ahead, give them something so we can get up out of here. Give them
Whew.
something. Give them
Our
something about
conversation with
how
many
to
different
leave
things.
the narc. Give them something about how to leave the narc.
The main thing, like I always said, the first thing you got to do, you got to get out of the Lulu land. You have to understand the narcissist was never what you thought they were. You didn't love them. You loved the image and idea that they projected. They didn't love you. They don't even know what love is. They don't even know what reality is. So that in itself is a reason why you have to get out of the deluded land, out of the fantasy that you created about what this potential relationship could have been. Because that's all it was, a fantasy image in your mind. So once you do that, you have to recognize what kind of dangers you're going to be in. If they ever threaten you and said, I'll do this to you, I'll do this to myself, I'll do this to the children, if you ever leave me, they will do that. So take them for their word. It's not that they love you so much they'll never do it. They do it all the time. It's always some type of news or something on YouTube or something saying how it was done, no matter how long they've been together. So they do have that potential because a spirit of murder is always in that type of legion that they carry because they're a portal. So I always know that they're capable of doing it. So have your plan very thoroughly thought out and always consider your safety. And if you have children, the safety of your children. But getting out is priority. There's no working it out. There's no therapy. There's no medication. There's no counselor here, no church and prayer service that is going to help a narcissist change their free will to be a narcissist, to be a master manipulator, witch, warlock, having a contract with the kingdom of darkness, bringing that stuff into your life, into your home, into your body. They are on an assignment to destroy your life, whether they know it or not. So you really have to make up your mind and make that decision on leaving them and coming to the reality, no matter what it's going to take for you to come out of agreement with the lies inside of your own mind, coming out of agreement with lies of what potential that could have ever been, to be able to lead this narcissist successfully and not get caught up in all of the sadness and the rumination and all of that that happened, but it don't have to happen for a year or two or 3 years or 4 years. It don't have to happen for a very long time if you take those measures and understand that what you're dealing with is a monster who was in a disguise with a very good mask, and being okay with the fact that you made a bad choice. We all make bad choices, no matter how smart we are, how much money we have, no matter how good we feel like we are. People are human and they're capable of making a bad choice. And the minute that you can admit that, like I made a bad choice, I've been lying to myself, I need to get out and I need to stay out and I need to put these measures in place, you have a better chance of successfully separating and leaving that thing in the past. So really take this stuff serious, because there's a lot of people this month that got seriously hurt. And I've tried to tell them many times, just leave them alone. They cannot change. And they got seriously hurt because they still rather believe the lie than to accept the truth that they made a bad choice.
Yeah.
Wow.
What I want to say is they sold us a lie and we bought it, and we won't trade it for the truth. The way to get them out of your life is to trade that lie for the truth. See, we try to hold on to them because we think that we can redeem these people and that we can fix these people, but we're dealing with people in there I don't give a F era. And they've been like that since they were young. They've been out for their look back against the world because they figure it's them against the world. And that's why they can so easily come into your life and destroy it. And not only do they destroy yours, they sabotage their own, and they don't care because they're so used to it. It matters to us because we invest in it. They don't invest anything. Like I said, they don't bring anything to our lives. And so I just want to say that's the only way to leave them, or else God is going to do it, and it's going to leave a bad taste in your mouth when you do.
Every time. Well, y'all heard some incredible testimony this evening. I'm positive y'all got plenty. You can just go watch this one again. You got plenty this evening. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. When you're ready to be out, you'll know you're ready. Everything is going to be right there. I'm gonna say this. One way you know you're not ready to leave, you're not ready to be gone, is if you're still talking about it. The one thing that I remember that was my biggest issue, the biggest problem that I had with leaving was I wanted to talk about it. I had to talk about it. When you leaving, you ain't gonna talk about it. It's gonna be action. It's gonna be concise. It's gonna be consistent. When you get that motion, that's it. It's nothing that's gonna stop that motion. But remember, if you're talking about leaving, you ain't leaving. Leaving is an action word. Talking, man, you're going to be talking for some years, still trying to convince people, still trying to convince yourself that this is the right thing to do. Stop trying to convince yourself. You've seen enough. You've had enough. You've dealt with it. You see what it is. You know what it is. Trust what it is. That's it. Trust what it is. If it's good, you trust it. If it's horrible, trust it. Whatever it is, trust what it is. This is what I see. This is how I feel. This is what it is. And on that note, I'm gonna let y'all out of here. Cause yeah, we're in overtime here this evening.
Yes.
Look here, y'all. We're gonna leave y'all the same way we came in here. Inbox me. Me and the ladies gonna be talking Sunday. I'm gonna let y'all know next Friday what we doing. All right, we're gonna leave y'all nothing but love, peace, and soul train.
Bye,
Everybody,
guys.
good night, y'all. Thank you, ladies. You've been
You're welcome.
wonderful. As